What is epic, chat? It is Wednesday night. I've got my bun bro here beside me. The Gooch he's eating. People love that when you don't tell them they're coming on first and then you just do it anyway and then they're eating. They love that shit.
Yeah. What's up, bun brother? How are you?
I'm good, you?
Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been seconds.
Yeah.
We had a great show backstage, actually.
Yeah.
It was good. You guys should have been there.
See you later.
It was fantastic. So I want to bring you on first because you have the highest female viewership on YouTube. You're at like, what's 37%? Something like that? 38? 40?
39.3.
39.3. That is legendary. But let me tell you something. Bring on Max to your channel and you might hit 50. You might have to pay child support, actually.
Yeah. Well,
so
look at this dashing young man down there. Look at him.
Gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I can't compete with shoulders up here and the gray, the peppered beard. I can't compete with that. I mean, come on, guys. I don't know.
We've got experience. You got youth. And your vigor.
Today's youth ain't what you think it is. They're not too great. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I mean, no, let's be honest, they're not. For the most part, they're pretty worthless. But, some of them are my kids, so I like those ones more than the rest. If I had to pick, I'd pick them. Thanks for coming on, Max.
Dude,
it's been too long.
God. I know, it really has, and I really appreciate you bringing me on this week, brother. Especially for this topic. This is like this is the epic line of films, whether it's Lord of the Rings, Gladiator, Braveheart, whatever you may want to call it. But these
Coyote
epics, well, everyone's got their versions of epics, but this is like what I was raised on, and it's like so much of how I got into storytelling and comic books and just like film in general. And so I'm super excited. But yeah, couldn't have come at a better time as my channel gets demonetized. So
yeah, that's bullshit.
We're gonna get into that for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry,
I'd love to get y'all's take, and thank you again, Zach, for your help, man. Because I was like, what do I do next? It's so vague. They give you nothing. So you're just like, all right.
It's nothing. But let's bring in Leon. So it's like looking into a mirror now with Max and Leon side by side.
There we go. Yeah.
I do want to say I checked my female viewership while we were doing this because last I checked it was 6.8%, and I've lost a whole 4%. It is now 2.8%. So being on Gooch's show has not helped with the ladies. I got to figure something else out.
Oh no.
Oh well, and you gifted 5 gifties already, Leon. You stud.
Help a brother out.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you. And if I listened to some more advice like this more often, maybe I would have a higher chick view count. But here's the master himself, Tim, with his advice.
Like Zach's he doesn't treat me nice. Zach's, you're not a good podcaster. You don't know how to conduct interviews at all. You're a 45-year-old man, and I pray for your family.
I found out, actually, you don't know how to conduct interviews, but you're great with outer views.
Outer views are the best for me, for sure.
That's why the backstage shows are so great. Sorry you guys missed it. Like
Tim dropping facts.
He's got great advice. Yeah. Great advice, Tim.
He's a sage. He's a sage.
Speaking of sages, great job. Blair de Blair, what's up?
Hey guys, how's it going?
It is the upside down troll.
Yes. Thank you, Moxie.
I'll
never forgive that shit.
Moxie has done this to you. This is all Moxie's fault.
Forever.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yep.
He's not an upside down, but he's a troll sometimes. We got Alex from the Whitecloaks.
How's it going? Blair, I've been meaning to ask, what is the Zach super chat amount that would get you to dye your beard blue?
Ooh.
Yes, tell us.
I don't know. It'd have to be a lot because I'd have to wear this shit for a while. So
that's 500 sound. You're doing 500?
Yes, 500. I'll dye it blue.
Bingo, bingo, bongo, guys! Look, I'm already
let's go. Let's do it.
500. Blair de Blair gonna drop that beard, make it blue.
Make it blue or red, white, and blue. That'd be okay. Or red and white, I guess, or red and blue.
Yeah,
we got an emperor in the back.
Oh, Jesus, Squeaka!
Holy fuck, Squeaka!
No.
Oh, she getting there.
Squeaka.
Blair, you better make it clear that you want 500 net, not gross. Yeah.
I was just thinking we made a terrible mistake letting Leon negotiate to kick off. Would 200 make it happen? Like,
So this is my first ever time doing a goal. And hello, Lady B.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm okay. I am kind of, I don't know. This is a dumb story. It's like, I hurt my back getting out of bed this morning. And I took a gummy earlier, so I'm just kind of like vibing. Yeah.
Did you literally wake up on the wrong side of the bed?
No, I felt so good when I got it too. It's like I slept well and I had like energy, and then it's like you just move that a little bit, and your back just kind of says, you can't stand up straight. Yeah.
Never.
I think Nadia is setting a trend. Like everyone, falling down, hurting themselves.
Oh, no. Did you hurt yourself?
She just decided to fall down a hill.
Nadia went full Jay Leno. Like,
yeah.
Well, and that's like the second time in like as many weeks, because she had that incident before where she had like canceled the stream for Penguin.
Yeah.
Well, this is my first time running an actual like goal for super chats for tonight, and it was going to be a net or a total of $100 throughout the night. If we got that, you could then ditch Avatar, or a movie of your choice. If you do the full amount, I'm talking between rings. That's really cool.
Like, where's that
You're the Lord of the Rings.
So Squeaka hit them both. So Squeaka, you can pick. Do you want Avatar gone, or do you want to pick something else? It is all up to you. And
Pizza Hut.
I'll play you this clip. I'm getting good at this.
Oh, would you like?
Enough. I am Gandalf, and Gandalf means me. Gandalf, not the wandering wizard, per se.
Squeaka, you better pick Coyote Ugly. You better pick
For $200, we can get Tim to host this instead. Yeah. By the way, it hit me like a couple of days ago, and I think I mentioned it to somebody. But Tim would actually be the great recast for Snape in the Harry Potter series.
Yeah, I can see it.
He might work. Actually, I was thinking about that recasting. So, do you think now with a new Snape, a black gentleman, would it then be would he be House Crips or House Bloods?
I don't know, but his name would be Severus Snape.
He'd be House Half-Bloods. Also, I just have to say, the racist memes that James Potter would be calling Severus Snape were some of the funniest things I've ever read on the internet.
Wait, what's the context of this? Is this for that like TV show?
The HBO series,
yeah. Hey, Roman.
Lady B, do you know where you are right now?
Yes, I'm cool. No, I was just thinking, I just was like, that's dumb. Why does he have to be a black guy?
To be fair, it is just a rumor. It's not actually confirmed. So here's to hoping.
This is how he was described in the books, right? I didn't read them all, so that's him. No?
His hair's not long enough. That's my complaint.
Yeah.
Hair extensions can be fine.
That's what they're talking about for this. But thank you, Squeaka. And wants Lady B to choose. Do you, Lady B?
Even now, donations are being called in to Zach's hotline. We're hoping to hit our goal. Gooch, go ahead and sing us a song. Take it away, Gooch.
How about we don't?
Oh.
How about we try to keep the chat going? I'm not doing that.
Have you seen Wicked yet, sir?
No, I'm going Friday, and I'm not looking forward to it. I'm going at 12:15. I will be filming it, so proof that I'm going to go watch this stupid film. But
is Wicked an epic? Is it considered?
Oh, dude, you have no idea.
It's epicac. It's kind of thing you give children that have
words out of my mouth.
Eaten poison. Yeah.
I don't think there's enough characters, but I would argue the scope actually would count.
Oh, okay. Huh.
I think I'm okay. I think it's safe to come out now. I'm not sure.
Did we
But
have Wizard of Oz on there?
Yeah,
We did for a while.
do.
We did, and it got removed, so Wicked can get fucked.
Yes.
It came back on.
Oh, suddenly Oz returned?
Suddenly, so Lady B, then she wants you to pick what should we get rid of from the list. You want Avatar out?
I think
Yes.
Avatar needs to go. I just like if people can't even think of the plot of the movie and beyond like dances with wolves in space, like I don't know. I just like honestly, I think it was interesting because of the like CG for the time, and that was the only thing that made that movie.
Yeah, it's a tech demo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
the
it was
fact that
3D.
it just brought in so much money too, but I don't think that has to do with it being good or bad.
Somewhere out there, a Lofty just lost his wings.
Stop it. I'd already decided to get rid of Avatar. I didn't need any more.
I definitely owe Squeaka more than just that one clip. So I think this is going to be one that we can all agree as a classic.
Long story short, I was born as a breech baby, coming out late, legs first. The doctors weren't brilliant and cut the umbilical cord early, and for lack of better words, the cord wrapped around my neck like a noose, and lack of better words as well, I was sucked back inside my mother.
Well, I think we've all been there at one time or another.
Bro, I haven't seen Hunter J, and it feels like years.
I love how he did his eyebrows to match his beard too. That was real commitment.
For lack of better
For
words.
lack of better words, yeah. Or a better story, because that's a load of shit.
Yeah, and for like 2 weeks after, anytime I heard lack of better words, it was
Hunter
you
J.
can't say that anywhere.
Yeah.
I hope he's doing well.
We got Will Bucifus in the house early. Justin Cook, what's up? Vaxie, you're listening to best what? Zach's the best epic films, movies.
Ooh.
Well, we say we're epic, and epic is a broad category for us, but it's not set to one time. It's more set to scope and scale. And so that's why Avatar is on the list at all, or was. That's it. So Ryu, thanks. Good to see you. J Jr. JJJ Jr.
QJ.
A lot of J's. What's up, UK Gamer? Good to see you, Nick. Oh, Nick. Long time no chat. Yeah, it's been like 30 seconds. Goober. What's up, Goober? Goober had an idea for this too, so I might steal his idea later on. Star Wars Purist. Good to see you. Blair de Blair. Oh, there you are. We got Big Ship. Cancel that countdown timer. That's late and gay, yeah. Well, a little bit. A little bit. Sometimes. Yeah, you're glad. You're welcome. I gave you time to eat. I did that all for you, so you can blame/thank UK Gamer for that. Rachel, what's up? Good to see you, Rachel. We got Lady B talking in the chat here. Cajun Corey, always good to see you, dude.
Okay.
Good to see you. We all know Cajun. Dropping in, and Dildo. Say hi to the Dildo, Max, please.
What's up, Dildo?
There you go. Ladies, you can clip that later if you want. Gadfly Fiction, what's up? Good to see you, Gladfly.
Just a second, Max. What's it feel like to be under the gooch? Like, I'm just curious. Like, it's just like
I've got like a smell wafting.
Yeah,
now. I don't know
the pheromones. The pheromones are taking over. Just
that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's like live action playing Halo after you get shot.
Just bask in
I don't
it.
know.
Just bask.
Yeah.
That's going to raise your percentage up. Let's just bask in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I immediately felt like this wave of like, oh my
High tea?
gosh, like I was verklempt. Like, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know, but
Yeah.
that's exactly when Zach's moved me down here. So
With
must
great
be that.
power comes great responsibility.
Now you know what Teen Spirit smells like.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go. Yeah.
Try not to look up, Max. That's all.
That's no moon or two.
We got Psycho. What's up, Psycho? Good to see you. And Squeaka, of course, kicked the door in earlier. Love you, Squeaka. Thank you so much for that. She's one of the most supportive people in this community, and so I would always appreciate you. And she always gets her song no matter what. So you pop in, you get your song. Even though I don't know if you like the song, but I've decided it's your song, and that's what it is. Racist? Yeah, please, more racism. What's up, Roman? Little Soul Assassin. Good crew in here. If I missed you, I apologize.
Jacob's in the chat.
Oh, there he is. What's up, Jacob?
I want to answer
Big Ship.
Big Ship's question there. No, you want the eyebrows? That's going to cost another $250. So,
oh,
real
Which
quick.
isn't bad. That's only like what, $175 per eyebrow. That's a steal.
What does it cost to have the carpets match the drapes?
$125 per eyebrow. That was
I was
bad.
just gonna say.
no.
What if we want the eyebrows without the beard?
hey,
What?
Oh,
just the blue eyebrows, but you know.
I don't know. Do you even see him? I mean,
We will when they're blue.
I guess you would.
how much will you pay me to have Blair dye his beard? I love this game. This is the best.
Yeah, what am I getting out of this deal here?
We'll talk.
Recognition.
Yes.
Cloud. It's all about cloud.
Yeah.
Internet fame.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Exposure. That's it. You're paying me an exposure.
Exactly.
Thank you.
There we go.
I'll be
Blair,
that much closer to getting to Vegas.
I will pay you not to expose yourself if that's all right. Like,
That'll work. No.
Question for Max from Roman.
You know, Roman, I haven't gotten a chance to watch it yet. I've seen bits and pieces, but from what I've seen, it has the atmosphere and the feel and the vibe of the old Astartes, shorts that were done a couple years back. It's really got, like, the animation has really gotten great, and you can really feel the power of these Space Marines, which is pretty rad. Like I said, I haven't seen the whole thing, so I'll give like a full review then. But I mean, I like where they're going. The only thing is, my worry is the Henry Cavill show. Like, they can do animations, cool, that's fine. There's not a lot of dialogue. They just are going to show Space Marines doing cool stuff. It's the Henry Cavill show that I'm worried about, and that I have zero faith or, like,
I was just going to ask. Now that that's been officially a go and they're doing it, do you have any? Obviously, you're not hopeful.
No, unfortunately not. I mean, it does. It is nice to know that Henry is still at the writer's table, because, like, in that Instagram post, he did say that we're still talking and we're still, but you could, they'll be in production for years if that's really what is happening, because there's so much that they could do. It just depends on what they end up, going with. Do they start from the beginning? Do they kind of tell a smaller story and then expand from that? I'm really not sure, but ooh, look at that.
Yeah.
So what had happened to the original one? Did he drop out, or what happened?
No, I think that's the original one that he announced a year ago, actually around this same time frame. He first initially announced it around, like, Christmas. And then it got, like, a ton of hype, and then it fell, and there were a lot of rumors circling around it saying, like, oh, he's gonna walk, because they were doing the Lauren Hisrich thing with The Witcher, where she was getting in the way of the lore, and Henry had to walk because he's like, I'm not gonna allow you to do this to this character. So there was a lot of rumors happening at Amazon, or in our sphere, that was saying that Amazon was going to do the same thing for him. But I guess those were false, because as of right now, he posted on Instagram, like, yesterday or 2 days ago, that everything's still underway.
Interesting.
What I had read was that, and it's back in probably, I think, November or October, that Amazon Games Workshop had until December of this year to come to an agreement, and then that contract got extended out to January. That way to come to an agreement. So they're pushing the wire. But if Henry's saying something now, we still got about 2-ish months for something to truly be officially announced, greenlit, whatever it may be.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Yeah, see, I didn't know that, but that's rad.
Yeah, I'm not holding my breath on this.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of reasons to be, suspect about this. A, that it's still Lauren Hisrich in charge of Amazon Studios. B, that Games Workshop has definitely been smearing PCs all over themselves of late. And so you're just looking at going, hey, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, that and he did this with Superman too. He came out and said, "Oh, he's going to be back to Superman," and then
that's true. That's true.
Get Fi Fiction makes a good point that Amazon has really bad history with sci-fi and fantasy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
adaptation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stop it. Amazon has bad history. Being like, yeah, no, we agree. Like,
Yeah.
They still delivered textbooks, all right.
Yeah, that's about it.
They do that. But we talked about this like over a year ago, I think, Max, and you seemed more hopeful then than now. So what's changed for you?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I think when I heard Henry Cavill being at the head of this, I was like, hey, you know what? Maybe we actually have something legitimate here. But I think over time, as we learned that it was going to go through Amazon, because at first I think it was just that they had gotten the rights for it. And then later we learned that Henry had the rights and that he was going to Amazon to produce it. And I think that's when my hope dropped. And then it just became, a whole thing of, well, when are we going to see female Space Marines? Because then not only was Amazon doing their nonsense, but then GW was releasing animations of female custodians, which are, 10 times greater than Space Marines.
Yeah.
So if they're willing to do that, then what are they willing to do with the rest of the lore? So it's just, they can't get out of their own way. Amazon can't get out of their own way. It's not a hobby for just casual people and for normies. So I think it's going to, and I don't say that in a degrading or demeaning way. I just say that it's really tough to get into the hobby because of the lore and because of how expensive it is. So whoever does it is going to have to take great care and deal with it, real in like a special manner. And I just don't know anyone who can do that right now in Hollywood.
Yeah, if you think Tolkien fans are obsessed with lore, and boy, did Rings of Power demonstrate how well we're going to make it for modern audiences work out. Yeah, try that with 40K. I mean, Games Workshop was like, oh, no, there have always been female custodians. And I was like, what? I mean, of all the fandoms to mess with, that is not the one I would be picking a fight with.
Yeah. Even like the fans of 40K that have never really been into the culture war, even they were like, this is total BS, because like you could do something where you introduce them into the lore or work them in, but it's the most lazy way of just saying like, oh, they've always been there. Somehow Palpatine returned.
Yeah.
It's that whole type of like,
And they're like, the hell it was. I mean, I've got all the books from the time that stuff was going on. You're wrong.
They are specifically mentioned as a brotherhood, and it's a very specific characterization of men who are these bodyguards of the Emperor with their Sisters of Silence, their counterparts who are just as powerful, but with a different power set.
Yep.
Which makes them infinitely cooler than just a female custodian. So, yeah.
Like Will.
I'll be real. I just want to see Drakari. I feel like there's no one ever fucking talks about it. They would look so fucking awesome on live action. I want to see Drakari.
That would actually be really sick. Is there anything like any type of story or anything that you'd want them to do, or just seeing them in general? Because they are pretty these dark, horrific.
They're dark elf
torturers.
space pirates, basically. Like that's awesome. I just want as far as the story, I want Amazon to go the route that they did with Fallout, which is not adapt a story, more a canon story within the existing universe. That's what I would want to see, because I don't trust one-to-one adaptations nowadays. But if you can make a canon story that adheres to the lore, I think we've seen it work. We saw it work with Fallout. I think we're going to see it work with other adaptations. So that's my want and hope.
Oh, so you don't want it like Fallout then?
No, Fallout did great. If anyone that knows Fallout lore knows it did great.
Except it didn't.
It did. It followed the lore to a T with very, very minor.
Really? Did it? Did it now?
Yeah.
I don't recall them actually launching nukes on themselves. I specifically recall where the nukes came from.
Actually, the reason you don't recall that is because the lore is never explained.
It is explained. It's China.
No, it's not. That's a common misconception in Fallout lore. It's actually never been confirmed that it was China. There's actually been hints throughout Fallout 1 all the way through 4 that it could have been Vault-Tec, that it could have been a PSYOP, could have been a Fault
No, what you got was Bethesda Fallout.
Yes.
Yeah, and
the shit versions.
Bethesda Fallout adhered to Fallout 1 and 2's lore very well. I played Fallout 1 and 2 as well. I'm not just a Bethesda fanboy.
It didn't.
Never hire a female custodian, I can say for sure, because they can't reach stuff on the top shelf, so they're not Don't get them. Leave them aside. Otherwise, women can clean, but just not a custodian level cleaner.
Yeah, you have to
That's
have
all.
male in charge. I mean, that just goes without saying.
We got
Zach,
yeah.
I'm so sorry I co-opted your stream with Space Marine talk. I apologize, but yeah.
I wanted to ask you about this. So you co-opted nothing because like this, you are the
It's
Warhammer
epic.
guy. Yes, and this is epic. This could be epic. I'm going to stay excited about it, even though I know better, but I don't care
Yeah.
because it's Henry. If anyone can get this done correctly, it'll be him. And I do believe if it's going to be shitty, he's going to walk away. He's done it before. He's banging the chick who's like the executive producer. So, and she's having his kid at some point. Although I looked into it, and she's like, she should have had a kid by now. I think, but the math has not come out. And they've never talked about it. So, hopefully, she's having his kid. I don't know. She was very pregnant in July. So, but yeah. So she's the one who's running. They're going to be he's going to be the showrunner with her. And if you're banging the boss,
That's weird.
and you're Henry Cavill, you get it done.
Well, he's come out and
That
said
means
that he's
nothing.
written, like he's been with a writing team and they're already started writing for this series. So
Yeah.
I think if they are doing it right, they're going to give Henry the money that they did for Rings of Power, and they're just going to give him a budget and they're going to let him work with it. Now, of course, they do need to have oversight or whatever, but I think hopefully what's taking them the longest period of time is deciding how to introduce the universe, because there's going to be a lot riding on the fact that this is potentially one of the first live action adaptations that we'll see from a big budget, because there have been fan films and stuff, but from a place like Amazon, this may be the first introduction for a lot of people into the world of Warhammer. So I think they're just really trying to do it right and trying to see where should we start? Do we start at the Horus Heresy? Do we introduce Space Marines yet? Maybe they just stay strictly to human level and just do Guard, like Imperial Guard, and we follow like them in the trenches. They could adapt Gaunt's Ghosts, which is a great novelization by Dan Abnett, and it's like a military book. Like it's so rad, but it would be a much smaller version of what people may envision, which is like thousands of Space Marines all having like a big battle. And I don't know if that will be the first thing we see, but I don't know. Who knows?
The testing to see if Vex is in the chat. I can't see her.
Well, I can hear the tsunami from
Yeah. There's the flood warnings are going off everywhere.
Yeah.
The guy that was doing the Astartes series, did he quit doing that, or is he still putting them out?
Yeah, he now works for Games Workshop.
Oh, okay.
So they said either take your videos down or work for us, and he said, "All right, well then I'll work for you guys then, I guess."
Is Cavill still doing Highlander?
I think so. That's a
Yeah.
good question.
They're filming it right now, I believe. They're just finishing filming it. No, they started filming or finishing filming. One of the two.
Is there anything that you guys would like to see, like on the panel? Like, is there something from the Warhammer universe, or even if you're new to it or more about it?
Yeah,
like,
I don't know enough about it. I wish I did.
I
This
don't
is something. I'm not into the Warhammer. I shouldn't say I'm not into it. I just never got into it.
Sure. Yeah.
Never had time, to be honest. But I'm curious. I just think the fan films, are they good? Like, are the fan films done really well?
Oh yeah, the Astartes stuff was really
yeah.
good.
So I wish that the studios and the writers would start watching those a little bit more, because we've seen some like Marvel and DC fan films, like that Logan one where the Viking Logan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, that was awesome.
great.
Yeah, I'm like, why can't they just like do those? Like that would be just kick ass. Like, but
There's for fans that are looking into what kind of a Warhammer 40K fan fiction also looks like, I'd highly recommend the video called The Awakening. It's 50 minutes. So it's almost like an hour long movie. And it's a 40K Fanimation short movie. That's another brilliant film that I'd recommend, as well as
what's the name of that one?
Hell's Reach. The Awakening is one of them, and then Hell's Reach is another fan film that's been made. Hell's Reach is one of my favorite books, and someone kind of adapted that for like a YouTube video, and that one's pretty rad as well. But of course, yeah.
I think if you're talking about like, so you want to make sure that you're pleasing the existing fan base, because they're so rabid and that's where the money comes from for the most part. But you also want to make it in some way approachable to people that are interested in it and just kind of get in. I think your idea of starting with the normal human level, and then they're in a big battle, and then Space Marines show up, and you're like, holy shit, them ain't messing around, right? And then you can maybe pivot off of the human and go with Space Marine if needs be, right? And then through discussions or through concerns about heresy or something like that, then you can reference the old lore. But I think if you just like start from the beginning, with the Emperor or whatever, that's a slog. You really want to kind of get into dealing with Tyranids right off the bat, and here we go. Let's get serious.
That's a great point, man. Yeah, I think it would be really fun to watch a human interact with the world of 40K, because it is so chaotic and terrifying. Like, it's a nightmare. It is nightmare fuel. Like, to live in the 40K universe existence is pain for you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, especially the human.
Yeah,
level.
and you're just meat, right?
Yes.
Space Marines have enough problems, but you as a normal human,
Yeah, and to see that, I think the indomitable will of the human spirit made manifest is truly what I think the universe is about. So to see that through that setting would be really great. And like you said, once you do see Space Marines, once they do show up, maybe a little bit later in a few episodes later in the series, once they show up, they have that impact, and you're like, oh my God, these guys mean business, because you've already been introduced at a lower level and then can build up. But
we're in the middle of a 70s raid, everybody.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Oh, perfect. Well, for those of you that don't know, we're actually running a super chat goal for Blair de Blair to dye his beard. We get 500 in super chat. We're already 115 there. Blair de Blair has to dye his beard. So for those of you that are just now coming in, need to know this.
Nice. We got Nadia and Copa and Jana and Flaccid. Hello, everybody.
Oh, people are rolling in. This one's gonna be for Rachel and Jana in the chat, and Nadia. They're there too. What's up? Good to see you guys. Flaccid Phoenix in the house. I'm not watching unless Fulgrim is the main character. That means something to Max, maybe.
Fulgrim's going to be the main character?
That's what Flaccid would like to see.
Oh, well, of course Flaccid would want to see that. Don't mind any attention to him. That's all right, Zax.
Yeah, I'll easy to ignore Flaccid. I'm not watching unless Fulgrim is the main character. Okay, well, I guess you're not watching. It sounds like. What's up, Nadia? Good to see you. We got Prophet of the Dragon. Steve is in the house. Good to see you, Steve. Nadia. Sketch. What's up, Sketch? You popped in earlier. Brogu. CLS is here. The whole crew's rolling in. Jana, are you done, you guys? Can I take this off for a little bit longer? Nadia?
Show the other one.
Nadia will take a little longer because she only has the use of one hand right now.
Yeah.
Right, that's right.
Yeah.
And that's an adventure too, I think, for some ladies.
Yeah.
Yes. There you go. There you go, ladies. You're welcome. I'm scaring off all the guys who've since popped in.
Weird about that picture, like it's sort of like the waistline is sort of feminine, just the way it is with the shoulders. Like it looks weird.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's tough. Alex,
Maybe
you got to
I'm
live up.
talking
That's a
good.
tough standard for you, dude. I
I
wish.
don't like it. I like Alex. He's good. He has a nice chest.
Okay.
Thank you.
I haven't seen it, but
He has nice legs. He runs. He ran
maybe
4
someday.
miles today. I'm proud of
maybe
him.
someday.
Oh my God! Is he taking off his shirt?
Do it, Alex.
No.
Yes.
I'm gonna hope this is gonna be good. Things do seem to be changing-ish with some of the stuff. They're putting up a front that things are changing in Hollywood. I don't know if any of that's actually true, But I hope some of it is, and people are saying some of the right stuff or stuff that we like better. Even though there's fuck all on TV right now, basically.
Silo.
And Skeleton Crew, I guess.
Silo, and again, I highly recommend Secret Level. Secret Level was really good.
I haven't Secret Level. What's that?
So Secret Level just dropped yesterday. It's this
animation,
and the first half of it dropped yesterday. It's an anthology series where every episode is a short film between usually 10 to 14 minutes. The Warhammer one was like 18 minutes, but based off a different game. The first one is Dungeons and Dragons. Second one is Sifu. You got not Tekken. You got Unreal Tournament in there. Warhammer 40K is in there. There's basically just every episode short film based on a different video game. Super cool. Done by Tim Miller, the guy that did Deadpool and Sonic the Hedgehog. So someone who knows how to actually care for your franchises. Highly recommend. Second set of 8 episodes drops December 17th.
And you like that Warhammer one, or did you get a chance to watch it?
Oh, I watched all 8 episodes yesterday. The Warhammer one was so, like you said, it gave me major. I can never pronounce the dude. Astrides. The guy that did Astartes. It really, like you said, gave vibes of his shorts, which not a bad thing at all. Like that's a. If you're gonna copy anyone, go that route. It fits into the canon of the most recent Warhammer Space Marines game. It's like an epilogue to the campaign of the Space Marine 2 game, which is also cool for fans of that game. I haven't played that game yet, so I can't speak too much to it, but I really enjoyed it. And frankly, the Space Marine episode or the Warhammer 40K episode was in the top half, but not even the best of what they put out, in my opinion. I think the Unreal Tournament episode fucking
it's like what is it, Love, Death, Robots? It's like that.
It's Love, Death, Robots. Yeah,
similar animation styles. The Dungeons and Dragons episode, the first one, is the worst of them, but it's still pretty good, and it really only gets better from
disagree. As a Supreme Dungeons and Dragons hater, because I used to love D&D, and someone who hates it now, this version of D&D was so antithetical to what WotC has been the last half decade. I'm like, you know what? I'm okay with this. We saw fucking we saw Paladin of Torm, and it was actual. They treated the lore properly. I don't know. I actually liked the D&D one. It's not the best, but I would not say it's the worst.
Is this on Netflix?
I will say they probably shouldn't have started with that one. It is a weaker start given some of the other episodes.
Yeah, so Blair, it's on Prime, and Leon, just because she doesn't hit you doesn't mean she loves you.
Sage advice. I got to welcome in the 70s Rock fan raid. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Brahma and 70s are always sending raids, and I need to have them on the show. But 70s was in another continent, so that was a bit tough for a while. But this is I'm going to play them a nice little welcome song. You won't complain.
Well, I'm packing up my game and I'ma head out west where real women call me quick with grits and fake breasts. Find a nest in the hills, chill like Flint, buy an old drop top, find spots with pimp.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Feminism.
Gooch is epic.
Epic. It's epic.
Nazi
sums it up.
It does run with Nazi. You're right, Davina. Thanks for that. I'm not scared.
So on this Warhammer thing, you're going to know in the next 2 months if it's going to be good. Because what's happening right now is Promethean Productions, which is Cavill's company, is in negotiation with Amazon. And they're negotiating what of Amazon's layman gay rules does the production have to follow. So if in 2 months they announce, hey, we've struck a deal, and Promethean Productions is super enthusiastic about, how it all went down, you may get away without having a gay, black, handicapped trans woman as the main character. So
another boon to Secret Level, by the way. I didn't see any DEI bullshit in the show.
I mean, you have to worry about getting squeezed from both sides, right? Because you got Games Workshop on the other side that's suddenly decided to get a bit crazy.
Yeah.
I want to just make things even, help the boys out here. I got something for you. This is Henry Cavill's girlfriend, whatever, fiance, doing blackface back in the day. So
nice. I can dig it.
Black body, at least.
World.
Yeah. Yep.
What is going on here?
Look,
that looks so weird.
I like white girl hair, and I also got jungle fever. This is the best of both worlds. Like,
there you go.
That's mixed race done right. Yeah, people. Yeah, that's
So
our
funny.
one. I get a 1 for the big ship.
What is that? What is that even supposed to be?
It was a commercial. She did like she was a model and
Oh,
did some
okay.
Instagram stuff like that, which she has had to come out and apologize for since she started dating Henry. Oh, I'm sorry.
that's right.
I'm so sorry. Your feelings, Africa. Like, fuck off.
Right.
Really.
Our prime minister is such a fucking joke. Oh,
I mean, he does blackface. What's wrong with blackface?
Yes, he does it. We can't do it. It's rules
yeah.
for thee. So
Yeah.
speaking of rules for thee, I also want to touch on, before we get into the meat of the show, Max has been absolutely fucked with by YouTube. And do you mind sharing a bit about what happened and how can people help you and what is next for you?
Yeah, sure, man. I'll be super brief. But no, I thank you so much. So Monday morning, I believe it was, I got an email that basically from YouTube that basically said that my channel was demonetized. They didn't give me a reason why, so I checked my YouTube studio, and it said that it was reused content. Now, it could be a lot of different things, yeah. And what's wild though is that apparently this has happened to multiple different creators within our sphere, within this kind of fellowship of people. Zach's had it happen to you twice, is what you said?
Twice, yeah.
Dude, like that's why. And both were reused content, right?
Both were reused content. The first one I could see. The second time was just did live streams, and that's it. And they
That's the excuse that they give B-roll stage for not monetizing them.
Yep.
Okay. I think it's what Jay Drunk 3PO, he also reached out to me and he said that they got him twice as well with the reused content label. So Zax, I don't know. Do you think that this is a way that YouTube is just trying to purge channels that are only doing live streams or channels that they don't necessarily want to make, to have a voice? Like, or do you think it's just the algorithm or the AI? Like, how do you think that they keep doing this?
That's a good question. I think that it must have something to do probably with what we're saying, even though I doubt it's a targeted thing. But I think they definitely don't like some points of view, and it's an excuse to keep people off of the platform. And the first time was 30 days. The second time was 90 days for reused content. But they don't have to show you what video it was that's reused or explain it to you at all, unless you go back and forth, which I did because I had caught them when they did the reviews. I did an appeal for both times, and the first time they said they viewed the appeal. It was denied, and so I checked, and the analytics said I had never watched it, and so it still had 0 views on, even though it was unlisted for me, and so that I could tell they didn't even watch the appeal video, and so I went back with them at that, and that got me a lot more traction with them. And I got some responses from them using Twitter, but they still didn't fix it for me. But hopefully, there's enough people behind you now that if they do something like that with you, with that proof, because they couldn't have, they had no answer for why I was seeing that. And then eventually it was probably just the AI. And I said, well, then can I have a manual review? And they're like, well, we'll get back to you. And I got no manual review. So,
oh my God.
But the bigger creators, obviously, they have people they can talk to and phone calls they can make that I can't do. But in the second time, I had no idea. There really was nothing. I deleted most of my channel the first time. So I only had live streams up and they hit me for that. And so I did get a response from them. And what they said to me was that my videos looked too similar to each other. But because it's StreamYard, right?
Right.
And,
so it looks like panels every.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing is if you have the same intro music and things like that, because that's what got Cannoli like a year ago. But
I did check with that, and they said that they don't do that now.
Yeah, well, they're lying.
Sure.
But the other thing is that this tends to happen around this time of the year. As I mentioned to Leon, what was it like a few weeks ago, where I was like, they're changing the recommendation. No, the recommendations and algorithm and stuff like that changed because I started seeing the same signs that I always do when they do an update to recommendations, and then they generally spend the last part of the year and the first part of January updating bots to try and deal with either content that is now being flagged because of their new rules, or they're trying to remove bots and botted accounts and things like that, right? And so we suddenly get a huge chunk of false positives, and of course with the robust YouTube review system, where they don't do a damn thing. It's just, trust me, bro, it's fine, because they don't care about. I mean, like their job at the end of the day is to sell attention of a certain demographic for a certain amount of time, right? Because they're an ad company. That's it.
Right.
And so, yeah, if you're a drinker, you damn well can make some stink, and they're going to be like, oh, hell no, that's a lot of ad inventory that's getting up and walking away, right?
Right.
But if you're a small channel, it doesn't matter. There's a million that'll replace you.
And that's kind of what I figured, and that's what I felt like. Oh, if they don't review it, or if they just keep it demonetized, that's one less channel they have to worry about. And then they can continue to focus on the big channels that are making them actual, big money. But sorry, I may have cut you off, Sax. What were you about to say?
No. I was just going to say that one of the things that they do is they also cut you off from being able to contact support at YouTube on the partner side. As soon as they pause you with your membership, you can no longer contact them to ask what the fuck is going on. And
that makes sense.
Right.
When
exactly.
you need them the most, you can't even.
They don't want to explain it at all. And so for Max, like, just make sure you're tracking all that stuff. Do your video. The second time they only watched a minute of it, of the appeal. Hopefully they watch all of yours, or just bring you back, because you just do live streams. It's so frustrating for me to see. Like, there are people who fuck around. I get it recommended videos done by AI all the time. And it's obvious AI. I can't watch that shit.
Well,
they hear the AI voice.
They've been fucking around with me and with Badger too, right, with the memberships. We gifting memberships, and I just had $400 taken, boom, gone, because of the memberships won't go through for whatever reason, and it refunds the money back, and it happened to Badger. And so I was like looking into it, and I saw that my subscribers are not shown. So I okay, I'll gonna click that so they're shown, and tonight they went through, and I'm like, okay, is that going to happen every time now, or is it like, it just seems like if they're not in the chat, they're not going to push it through during a live show, and I'm like, well, that makes no sense. Like,
I mean, it's better than when they decided to just erase like 400 of your members.
Well, yeah,
that's
that
what they did,
too.
though.
Yeah, they erased all my. I had 480 memberships, and they just zapped it, gone.
Yeah,
and
he
I'm
had
like,
0 members.
Everybody
got emails as like memberships are disabled. I was like, what?
Yeah, I totally not to your level, but like, it's just like, I was on SNH with Leon, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm getting messages from people, and I'm like, this is not cool. So
I found out about you, Max.
By the way,
I got the email.
find this highly curious, because I've donated memberships and whatnot to you and Badger's channel multiple times, and the memberships have not come through. And you say that you get a notification they've been refunded. I never once have been like actually refunded, by the way, for any memberships that didn't go through. So like
really?
YouTube might be taking it from you, but they didn't send that shit back to me. So
wow.
Wow. That's some PayPal stuff there.
I've heard it's 90 days if a membership gets refunded. So you may get a bunch of money in 3 months. Now, Max, has YouTube reached out to you through Twitter?
No, but the cool thing is that I posted this on Twitter, I think 2 days ago or so, and I basically said, hey, I'm not really sure what to do. Should I make an appeal video? Is that worth it? Or should I delete like all my videos and then reapply for monetization in 3 months? Like in March, I guess.
Oh, don't delete that.
You can't.
Now.
You can't do that.
Oh, hell no.
So the reason that I ask is, Salty Texas C, good guy, sent out a message to a bunch of us and said, hey, Max's channel got deleted. Can you, flag it on Twitter? And the feedback, we all got messages from the YouTube Twitter channel saying, thanks for bringing this to our attention. We're gonna look at it. So I don't know if anybody's reached out to you from YouTube via Twitter, but that was the feedback that everybody who sent a message on Twitter gave out.
And I was about to say, you guys are the best, because like when I had posted that on Twitter, I was really just kind of looking for some guidance on like, should I do the video or should I delete videos, or like, how do I do this? And instead I got like everyone being like, at Team YouTube, deal with this, like at Team YouTube, look at this. And I was like emotional because of how much support I got. So thank you to you guys, like in the panel, in the chat, like everyone, because I was not expecting that. And everyone just came out in like droves, just being like, Team YouTube, this is not okay. Check this out. So I did see a few comments that Team YouTube had said something to the effect of like, hey, thanks for your comment. Can we get the link of the channel in question?
I saw that too, yeah.
But no one has actually emailed me personally or personally messaged me on Twitter. As of right now, as of today, December 11th at 8 o'clock Pacific time. So, but I appreciate you asking. I'm still going to do the video. Actually, when we end our live stream tonight, I'll make my appeal video. I have a script. I have the things I want to talk about and how I'm going to do it. But man, it's a hassle. One, it's just a nuisance. And two, because they don't tell me what it is that is quote unquote reused content, I have no clue. So I guess I'm going to run the gamut and say like, all right, well, I do miniature war gaming. Like I do the Warhammer painting and building streams. I do comic book streams where I do comic book reviews of digital pages, but we always transform the content. If I have music in the background, it's always DMC free, copyright free. Like there's so much stuff that I have to go through that I'm like, I don't even know where to start. So yeah, I'll be making that later tonight, but it's just, like I said, it's an hassle.
As Steve was saying, they won't tell you, but advice here, first of all, you for sure don't delete everything. The trap there is if you delete too much, your watch hours fall below the requirement. Because the video has to still be there, the watch hours are erased. So you have to make sure you save enough videos to still qualify to be monetized. And I can answer the 90-day thing for memberships. I was told by YouTube that if I don't get remonetized or back into the partner program within 90 days, then the memberships get refunded, which is totally... I like that part, but they don't refund their cut. So then I have to then pay the 30% that YouTube normally takes back to the people who bought the membership.
Oh, so you they demonetize you and then they make you pay. They're like, no, you do it. Like you pay us because because we like deleted your channel.
They take the 30%. Yeah, so profit, he knows. Happened to him. It happens to too many people. But
I'm so sorry.
It's ridiculous that like that's, and they just say it. There's nothing you can do. Yeah. You got to pay back the extra. And
I love the. We're definitely gonna click this for a manual review, and like 2 seconds later, nope, you failed. I was like, manual my ass.
That also happens. Yeah, that also happens. So it does seem like a scam. It does. Where's my money? You've never been a member. You are a member, but you're not my member. So now money for you.
It's it sucks that hey, people like members could potentially be losing their money. Like of course the fans losing their money is the last thing we want.
Nope.
Creators losing their money, if it's their livelihood, that is a direct, like that's an issue that needs to be addressed. But ultimately, like for a channel like mine, I'm not relying on the money to support my lifestyle or whatever. I have a full-time job. It's more so about the one, interaction with people, and two, the creative aspect of like stretching your creative muscles, doing something that you love, having a hobby, and allowing other people to come into like this fellowship that want to support or want to interact or want to be a member. They just take that away from all the fans and the creator. And that's the part that really, I think, is upsetting, is because it's like, like I said, this isn't my livelihood, but it could be someone else's. So it can be pretty dicey at times, but yeah.
It also costs money to run a channel. It's not. So
right.
You at least want to have enough coming in to pay for your channel.
Yeah. Well, you have to fund the hobby, like with comic books. Yeah, and I know a lot of guys who sell comic books, and then they use that money that they have received to fund their collection, to fund their hobby. So
it's not our livelihood for anyone here. Copa's in the chat though.
Yet.
Yes, Gooch. Yep. Gooch, you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. You'll be the first of us, the best of us.
No.
Well, I'm not alive, so I don't have that problem.
Your deathly hood.
Speaking of the best of us, the Big Ship dropped 10 big memberships. Thank you, Big Ship. I appreciate you. Appreciate that. You're awesome. Always here hanging out and stirring things up in the chat to keep us on our toes. And here, this is kind of, she should be more on her toes.
He broke out my window.
Which one?
That's like me right now.
Remember, she was on her toes. No. Then the door left.
I regret the gift blocks her falling flat in her face. I just kind of that's my bad. My bad.
Thank you very much for this, for giving me this. And I appreciate my friends also. My wife and my girlfriend. I mean my wife. Yeah, sorry to say. I'm so sorry, my wife.
I'm dead.
Yes, you are sorry, sir.
In there.
My wife and my girlfriend. Demos, thank you. I appreciate you too. Thank you. Five gifted memberships. I love the membership aspect of it. I like members. I can't get enough members. So you can clip that if you want, Gooch.
You certainly look insatiable.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm okay. I can handle a clipping here. I can handle a clip.
Yes, you could. Yeah. Like I am.
Yeah, look at that. But it helps.
Did you just do that?
Yeah, I did. It's the only way. It's the best way for us to actually have contact with people who enjoy what we do. Is the memberships, and through that posting through your channel. It's because they took away the ability to actually directly contact.
Yeah.
Through YouTube, they used to have messaging. They don't now. So it's the closest we can come to messaging, and it's great. I like it. Good feedback. I steal your ideas all the time, guys.
I will say YouTube has been very good to me when I tag team YouTube on X. I haven't had to very many times, but I think it's like twice, or both times they've responded, and within a decent timeline as well.
Nice.
Well, that's because they're worried about the DEI concerns if they piss you off.
Yeah,
that is very true. Yeah, I am in fact a they them Native American female. So
you should do that, Max. You should put yourself as they them.
Yeah,
Max, I'm not even joking. Once I did that, my views started like going up more than normal.
No way.
I put my creator demographics. I was a they them Native American female. My views did in fact go up.
Dude,
I've heard that works, but I've also heard people say that they get they start getting recommended to Native American females, not their target demographics. So
what Native American female doesn't want to hear me bitch about black people in Star Wars? Come on now.
Are you saying I could get a higher percentage?
Yeah.
Let me dip my toe in there.
You're already Canadian. They couldn't add any more to that.
I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed. I've never seen anybody get below my 2.9 percent female. So 2.8, I am I'm pretty impressed.
I used to be 6.7, 6.8. I don't know when the drop happened, because I haven't checked in like a month or two. I don't know when the drop happened, but 4%
watching Gooch.
Drop. Yeah, it's true. They all went to watch Gooch. Yeah.
Yeah. Love it. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in the chat. Always nice to see you around. Love it. This is for BMO. So thank you so much for that. I'm going to play you a clip to wake us up a bit, get us moving. This is actually Flaccid Phoenix's clip. I should have played from him earlier, but here we go.
Beta male, not an alpha male. Beta male, yes. Beta male, you're a beta male. Beta male, not an alpha male. Beta, what a shame. Mommy's boy.
Mommy's boy.
Very much BOI. There's no BOY in that at all.
Yeah, there's no Y.
Boy.
All right, we're gonna get to this. Let's get on to this epic movies. So the plan was to make a list of 16, maybe 20, and we ended up with 36, something like that we couldn't get rid of.
A lot of fighting and.
Sorry that Blair de Blair and Emperor Goodwin decided to nominate every movie made before 1973.
That's what they were made.
Well, we were actually trying to show men's movies instead of Avatar.
Yeah.
Well, we got rid of that one for you. So let's get into this then. This is quite a collection here. I've never used this before, so we'll see how this works. But up first, I think that we should. Well, we kind of agreed we were going to talk about Lord of the Rings as sort
one.
of all three as one.
Yeah.
And
it's a definitive S tier. Like, don't no hovering around as if we don't know. Like, that's an obvious S tier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 1/16th. You're right, Dildo. I'm 1/16th Comanche. We'll say. Why not? They were cool.
I wonder if we should all take Alex. What'd you say earlier about the new Space Marine that they're going to relaunch? It's a black lesbian autistic female in a wheelchair.
Yep.
And trans.
Am I missing anything? Yes, thank you. That was the one I was missing. Yeah, I just got to take a page out of that playbook. Shoot.
You identify as that. You'll be golden.
There's a lot of people in the chat talking about other movies, and yes, there's so many that it was almost impossible to get this list down. But
it was.
Yeah, I got the new Ben-Hur because that's the one that Jay wanted. He said, "I don't want the classic one. I want the new one, the 2016."
Gooch,
Ben-Hur
why did you
is
do
what I
that?
want.
Why did you say that?
So that is Lord of the Rings. Yeah, it would be S+ if we had that. So S tier Gooch, you're good at that for Lord of the Rings series? S tier for Lord of the Rings?
I guess so.
You sound sad about it. What's going on?
I guess so. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Blair?
Yeah, definitely.
Leon?
I mean, absolutely. There's no question.
It's
Max?
all right. They're all right.
This is the definitive S tier. Like, this is the foundation of what S tier is built on. Lord of the Rings is the greatest epic and the greatest trilogy of all time.
Okay, well, slow your roll. That's not true.
I agree with that.
Might be getting a bit over your skis on that one, yeah. So.
Alex?
I think AJ is literally the only person on Earth who would not agree this is S tier.
You're right. We know what AJ likes. He will eat dogs even though he trains them. It's a weird thing. But it's very true. And he's
sometimes you got to call the herd.
AJ would put that movie like the cop with that's like the bunny cop in the fucking S tier. I don't even remember the name of it. Fuck.
Zootopia. And I'm really mad that I knew that.
Kick block.
Alex, how much more are you going to out yourself on the stream? Stop it.
You're scaring me, Ben.
Can we go back to that camel pig for Lady B?
Is it worse that my first thought was Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and then I went, no, that doesn't make sense.
No, that one I would actually rank a hell of a lot higher. Yeah.
Max, have you watched? I think you said you had watched that episode.
Che, no, unfortunately, I've watched bits and pieces of it. I've gotten a chance to watch a few overviews. So far, it looks really, really good, and I'm excited to watch it. But I've not seen the full thing yet. So
they remade it, and Jay loves it. So we're going to talk about that one in a bit. So okay, we got this Lady B S tier.
Yes.
Okay. Unanimous, Jay.
Oh hell yeah.
Better than 2016 Ben-Hur.
I mean, it was 2016 when that turn came out?
I think so.
Okay. Well, I trust you. I mean, you seem to be familiar with it more than me.
I did look into it. In Avatar, you can burn in Hades.
Burn in Hades.
There you go.
Yes.
Okay.
I do. I wanted to just address something. UK Gamer, Blair and I did suggest The Longest Day, but some people wanted to have Avatar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Longest Day's on it.
Barometer for burning Hades. They can't all be ABS like.
I think while we're fresh, I think that we should probably bring up this bad boy, Gladiator, the first one, the only one, the classic epic, one Best Picture. Yeah, where would you put Gladiator? Let's go A.
Yeah.
Blair.
I like it where it is B.
Okay. We got Max.
This may be unpopular. I actually do consider this an S tier as well. I think just the scale of what Ridley Scott did with Rome and the battle sequence at the beginning to essentially exemplify the Roman Empire at its peak, or the Roman Republic, excuse me, at one of its peak moments.
The Empire, you're right.
It's the Empire.
Was it the Empire? Oh yeah, I guess it was the Empire. And to showcase that, to have the Roman army like on the battlefields, and that's how you open the film. And as Maximus fights for the glory of what the Roman Republic could be to the people, that to me is an epic story, as well as the hero's journey that he goes on. So I think the scale, the grandeur of what Maximus has to go through, and the character himself literally echoes throughout eternity, which is what he talks about. So to me, like I said, I know it's super high, but I would give this an S, at least for me.
I would say so. I would be comfortable with S as well, but let's see here the rest of the panel. Leon, what do you think?
So I'm also going to have an unpopular opinion. It's the exact opposite of Max. I think that as a film, this is definitely an A or an S as a film, but we're talking epics here, and we've got a whole lot to go through. There are so many that are better as epics. This is a good epic, and it's something, but if I want to watch an epic, if I'm in the mood for an epic, this will not actually rank high on my list of epics. I think it's good in B.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
I'm also actually going to agree with Leon here. When I think of the scale of this movie, it's mostly once they get done with sort of that first phase of the movie and he becomes a slave, it's pretty much all kind of within 6 square blocks. And so from an epic standpoint, I don't think there's enough movement to necessarily justify an epic journey.
But that when that 6 blocks is Rome.
Oh, I'm not saying the Colosseum isn't awesome, but I don't think there's enough travel in it to be an A or an S tier epic.
I agree. That's why I put it for B as well.
B. Jay, where you at?
Yeah, I'm with Blair. I think it's a B. I mean, if you want epic things about Rome, then watch the TV series Rome.
Yeah, that's great.
It covers more and farther, and certainly involves a hell of a lot more of what's going on. Yeah, you have the battle at the beginning, and then you just have Maximus, being a gladiator and going from one small arena to big arena, and then there you go. Again, it's a hell of a movie. If we were ranking the movie itself, it would be higher, but I think as an epic, it is where it is.
No hot take. So I put it in the chat, ABS, and it spells abs, which is nice. That works. That's very handy for this one. See what the chat has to say about that. But I mean, you guys all make good arguments, so we will wait and see. Look at a vote.
I would just slide it. I would just slide it in the A for right now, just in between.
Sounds good.
Oh, you would want to slide it in the A, wouldn't you?
You betcha. You betcha.
Me too, buddy.
In the meantime, we're going to talk about this one here, Ben-Hur. It's a classic from 2016.
Where to go?
And there it is, right here. It's starring some guys. I'm not sure. No, really. This is for Ben-Hur, the classic. This is I have seen it, but it was a long time ago. But Jay, this was, I think, yours you brought up. So
yeah, me and Blair were banging on those pretty hard.
Sell it.
I mean, Ben-Hur truly is epic. It goes everywhere, from a slave galleon and that washes up, and then it is. And if you want some impressive action, watch the chariot races in the Hippodrome. That is truly epic just on its own. But it is broad in scope. It has a huge cast. It tells a long story, both in time. It is one of the great films of all time. I mean, it's S tier.
Yes.
Blair, sell us.
Everything, when we think of an epic, we think of those like sword and sandal movies from the 50s and 60s, the biblical epics and stuff. And this ranks right up there. You have Charlton Heston in his prime, the Hippodrome thing. These are live action horse and chariots, going hard. And it gets pretty brutal. So, you go from the cities to the ocean to battlefields, back and forth, the deserts. It's got a cast of thousands back when they would do those type of things. So yeah, this definitely is an S tier epic.
Gooch has got to run. What's going on, Gooch?
I got to bounce. I got a big day tomorrow. I got idiots coming for a feast at school. So,
nice.
Yeah, you guys take care. You guys are all awesome. Chat, you guys fucking rule.
Thanks, Gooch.
Stay
Gucci, everyone. Stay Gucci.
See you, dude.
There goes an epic.
There goes an epic.
Yes, indeed.
Okay,
yeah,
Alex,
Prophet, we're talking about the original Ben-Hur.
The original Ben-Hur, yeah.
He just has
Absolutely.
a picture of the shitty one there, but
I know I do, and I'm not changing it.
Yeah, there's no other Ben-Hur. Stop it.
This is the new and improved one.
That didn't happen.
Oh. So Blair, finish your pitch I interrupted you with there. Please. If you please.
yes for that one.
Max, have you seen this?
You know, unfortunately, I have not, so I can't speak to this one.
Okay. Fair. Leon?
This, when you said epics, like this is what you want to do, two films popped into my mind before any others, and it was this and the Ten Commandments. Not Charlton Heston is the actor for the classic epic. I cannot fathom this being anywhere less than S. I'd go so far as to say that this should be higher than Lord of the Rings. This might be one of the only things that should be higher than Lord of the Rings, but I would go that far. Ben-Hur is, again, that and Ten Commandments are the top of the iceberg level.
The definition.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lady B?
I'd say S tier. I think it's a great movie. I mean, it's very interesting. I think it's like, I don't remember if it had like an intermission or not.
Yes.
But yeah, I haven't seen it for a while, but it's great. I mean, I've seen the costumes. I was so surprised at like how nice the Musculato looked for the chariot race that he wears. It's like historically accurate. I was like, wow, dang, like the it was leather and totally molded and stuff, like they would have made it. And I mean, you have like a lot of action, you have a lot of travel, you have a cast of thousands, you have a lot of really practical effects. Like, it's a really good movie too, and it's like the acting is great. Like, I definitely put it in the S tier.
S tier is kind of taken over for this one. I am not surprised because this is a classic of classics, but it's been a long time since I've actually watched it, so I wanted to see what people would say. Okay. I mean, for me, it's more of an A tier because it has old people in it, and
oh my god,
you know.
Hey, Blair, what was it like? What was it like filming this movie? Can you tell us?
Yeah, I mean, Charlton Heston. I guess he was pretty good. I don't know. You could say if he's, was already past his prime in this. What do you guys think?
No, if we're comparing movies to like athletes or something, there's a whole bunch of like these 1960s ones that really can't hang, like the Bob Cousy of the NBAs. But Ben-Hur is like Ben-Hur is Wilt Chamberlain. Like Wilt Chamberlain plays in any era.
I think you meant Bill Russell, the one who won all the championships.
Well, if you would wait, the Ten Commandments would have been Bill Russell. But I guess if we're jumping the gun here, like that's fine too.
Okay, so you guys like old people in movies? That's cool. I don't have an issue with that.
Hey, he married me.
Where's Cocoon on here?
Steve Guttenberg's the reason it was brought down.
Yeah, unfortunately, Goodwin hates every movie with aliens in it. Apparently, so we couldn't have that.
No, I just hate Smurfs and furries. These are the problems I have.
How can you hate Smurfs?
I mean, if you want to bring up the original Star Wars trilogy, hell yeah, let's go.
Did you know there was
the real life Gargamel?
There was a 2010 Ben-Hur too. The fuck. Wild.
Why?
That looks great. Look at them horses.
Yeah, they're actually racing horses.
Yep, actually racing horses. Look, like
that is a quadriga. It's cool.
Oh, that sounds like a racial slur.
I know, right?
It does.
There was an Auriga, and that was the 2-horse, and there was a quadriga, which is 4.
Okay, well, S tier it is, I guess, huh?
Yes.
Yep. You motherfuckers. Okay, here's more horses if you want to see. Someone requested more horses, I'm pretty sure.
Horses.
So more horses.
Yeah, that chariot was so and they built that set too. That was a project set.
Yep.
That is a big
Reminds
difference.
me of like when you watch like RRR is the classic example of like Indian films.
Yep.
They don't have the disclaimer like no animals were harmed in the.
Oh hell no! Yeah, they're like all the animals were harmed in this film.
They do the we did our best to prevent any animal injuries.
It's okay. They'll make more animals.
Let's go with something different.
PETA doesn't exist over there.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Well, we gotta have the tier list back up.
No, we can just look at Ben-Hur all
There we
day.
go.
There you go.
But by the way, do we land anywhere on Gladiator?
I'm ending it right now. B. It landed on B. So that counts as a vote for B.
Boo.
Yeah.
Yep. So are you moving?
I think we got to move it down.
Yeah.
There we go.
I don't like it. I don't feel good about that. Just so you guys know, I'm more with Max with the S.
Me either.
But I'm trying to be fair here. I'm not
You
cheating.
can do what
yet.
I do when I do tier list streams. Is as the person hosting the show, you get one that you just override everybody. Because that's what I do.
People love that shit.
To be fair, Zach, this is your stream, so you can do whatever you want. So
That's right. You can't, I can even change it when people aren't paying attention.
Yeah, but the problem is, I think we've already realized that Tim is the much better host. Zax is not good at this, so he really shouldn't have a vote.
Right.
I'm not.
Right.
I'm not a
Yeah.
good podcaster.
Mm-hmm.
Leon is a
Pray for his
narcissist.
family.
I didn't know about that one. Leon is also a narcissist, apparently. So also wisdom
Everybody
from
gets
Tim.
one. Spider-Man told me everybody gets one. Like,
Go pay and see. Yeah, there you go.
So I know you guys talk about Tim as like an ideal Severus Snape candidate, but has anybody brought up gay Adam Driver?
You mean Tim?
I thought you were about to say, but have you thought of him as Tommy?
Yeah, that's I liked him when he was like, below 50, we'll say, or below 60. Now he was like 80 in that movie. Ben-Hur, it looked like.
Oh my god!
From My Cold Dead Hand. Was that from that movie?
No, I think that was from the Ten Commandments. That was the staff that he.
Okay.
Let my people go, or I'll pop a cap in your ass.
Blair, Pirates of the Caribbean. Where are you at?
I don't think it's higher than a B. I mean, yeah. I mean, the ships look really nice and all that, but once they get on land,
You didn't enjoy Johnny Depp running away from the I don't know what you called him. I know
natives?
engines isn't the right word, but
the islanders.
Savage? No, yeah,
Wait,
Islanders.
are
Let's
we
go. Let's go.
ranking all three
Islanders.
Nah.
So how we can talk about this one is: are we going to have it be just the first movie, or do you want to talk about it as a? I don't like to say franchise because it's not really, because it tells different stories. So Lord of the Rings, I think, is different because it's really, those movies are telling one story.
Yeah.
So I think you can group them together fairly easily, and they're all awesome, saves time. But this, I guess, I don't know if we can do that with Pirates because it's not one
I don't
story.
think so. There's only one good Pirates movie, and it's this first one.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
first one is.
Yeah, the first one.
Okay, so the first one, Stranger Tides. Yikes. What do you think,
Isn't
Max?
it Dead Man's Chest that has the better bad guy?
Yeah, what's the one where there's
Dude.
Blackbeard? I was like,
Blackbeard is 4.
I think
Yeah.
that's Dead Man's Chest is the one that has
David
Octopus
Jones.
Boy. That's
Yeah,
Bill
David
Nye.
Davy Jones. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's too many Pirates movies. Can we say that?
Maybe-
I'm saying that.
Davy
Oh, for
Jones
sure.
was introduced in
The
the second
first 3 are the only ones.
Right. That's what I was thinking. It was Dead Man's Chest.
one. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Because I love the character of Davy Jones. I think it's pretty rad.
Yeah, Bill Nye really delivers on that performance.
Yes.
The CG of the beard is so awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
Blistering hot take though. I prefer Barbosa overall.
I do
Yeah,
too.
he has
No,
a
that's fair.
personality.
that's. I don't think that's a hot take. I think Barbosa is charismatic as hell, and he chews up the scenery whenever he's on screen. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out if Sentient Dildo in the chat is saying Orlando Bloom makes it a C tier as a compliment to Bloom or a detraction to Bloom.
He may be putting the ceiling on it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a ceiling or a floor.
Yikes.
He's a big Orlando Bloom fan, though. He's
So
worship.
I got to shout out to Psycho there. The Pirates porno was S tier. Okay, I actually saw that. It was an epic porno movie. Like the production values were insane. There was kind of a plot. Like the costumes were really good.
Wait, wasn't Pirates the Gina Davis movie?
No, it's like actual like someone made a porno version of Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, okay.
That's funny.
Alex, what do you think?
I'm gonna go B actually. As weird as it is to put Pirates of the Caribbean on the same tier as Gladiator, I think on the epic scale they kind of work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lady B?
I'm kind of there too. I think that it had a lot of stuff. There was some cool CG. The world was big enough. The stakes were high enough. And there was kind of a throughput for the 3 movies, though I'm only judging it on the 1.
Maxfield?
Yeah, I would never actually put Pirates on the same level as Gladiator in terms of film quality, but it's super fun and it does traverse a vast array of like different settings and scenes. There are lots of different set pieces. So if we're judging it solely on the scale of it as an epic, yeah, I think B is right where it needs to be.
Okay.
All right. What if Keira Knightley wasn't built like a 2x4 with 2 mosquito bites on the front?
I should have done a porno tier. Guilty. Yeah, you're right. I can't believe I missed that one. I can't believe I missed that one.
It's not too late. You can pivot.
I could change, but then do I change Burning Hades to porno tier and then we have Avatar down there?
This is one of those things that I think I regret to inform you that you can keep that one there. There were attempts.
But I think that Bent Her will still be an S tier. That's
So we got Pirates and B. Is that kind of where we're at, guys?
I think so.
yeah, I'd be between a B and a C, so it wouldn't really matter. You know.
Leon, did I hear from you? I don't think I did.
To be fair, I was going to make a very similar argument. Actually, something no one brought up. The massive amount of extras and practical effects.
Definitely.
Also gives it a good case for me to be like, I rewatch the movie about once a year. This is actually arguably one of my top 5 favorite Disney movies. And the completely aside, the the sword fight between Jack Sparrow and Will Orlando Bloom in that in the blacksmith shop, I think is one of the top 5 best choreographed sword fights like in film history. It's an incredibly well choreographed fight. I think there's a strong case for B in this, but stupid amount of extras when you rewatch it. Holy shit!
This was kind of like a shocking movie that it was so good. They did so much with it because it's a ride at a theme park.
Theme park ride.
Yeah.
I know, right?
And now they can take fantastic franchises with tons and tons of lore and history and love and make them shit. And they take a ride and make it good.
That's I mean, because these movies have become paint by number franchise just released to get money films, people don't really remember the first one is cinema. It is an insanely great, well-made piece of film.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the retard on the panel? Josh, welcome, dude.
Yeah, it's Blair.
I volunteered as tribute.
Unironically, that we talk about epics, in a way like influence culture.
Mm-hmm.
I just finished Brandon Sanderson's Wind and Truth, and don't get me wrong, it's a terrible book, and the scene I'm referencing was terrible. But there was a scene that was ripped almost directly out of this movie. You will always remember this is the day you almost captured Captain Jack Sparrow.
Oh my god, they pretty put that in the book. Oh my god, what was it? Who was it?
It was the Mink. Like I said, terrible book, terrible character. But the fact that it's getting pulled for references in a different medium almost 2 decades later, I find to be impressive and does add to its resume.
Yeah.
Based.
Yeah. Josh is late and gay. But gay first, late second. I think.
Correct on both counts.
They got bigger after she got married. I find her hot. So I would.
Keira Knightley over Natalie Portman. Hot takes.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take Selma Hayek, and you can toss them both in the drink.
Good question. I'll put that to the chat, actually. Yeah, I like that. Which one?
I just saw
Oh, I thought you meant is Leon anti-Semitic. I thought that was the question you
Oh.
put in the chat for a moment there.
We don't have to do that.
There's a nose to hat ratio. That's all I'm saying.
All right, let's try that one then. Actually, this is a better one.
Oh, Zax, I meant to congratulate you. When you type Zax into YouTube, you are now above the metrosexual musician.
I did it.
I noticed that. Yes.
That's a big win.
You're saying that Zax is on top of the metrosexual musician. Well, I mean, it's a choice.
I'll be honest. The last 2 days, the last 2 Wednesdays, I've clicked on the wrong link. I'm so used to clicking on the second one. It's nice.
Thanks, guys. We finally did it. I'm just beat out the metrosexual.
Oh, hey, praising.
No, beat out. Not beat
off.
off.
Okay.
Oh.
No, beat off.
This poll is really lopsided.
It's not really, beat off.
This is you as an All-American and a big opportunity for you in Hollywood. You must have had to beat off a lot of American men to get this part. Why does that make you giggle? Did you not have to beat them off?
I love the subtitle on that he stars in a film about a U.S. soldier. Thank you for that specificity. Jesus.
Yeah. Go watch it in theaters someday.
Somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, let's go, Leon. Where are you? Oh,
78%
yes is heavily. But that doesn't mean you like dudes, right?
Well, remember, I'm a Native American female, they, them. So I
True.
guess this means I like women if I'm gay. Trying to play them loopholes there.
How did you spell gay?
Ghey.
Okay, well, see, that's a different thing. That's
totally fine. That's safe.
He's 3 Ys.
Gay.
And next,
it's nice to meet you, by the way, buddy.
MVP's busy voting yes.
Yes. Get those sock puppets out, people.
Voted, second account, yes,
Yep.
also.
This is this vote is binding, by the way. If you say he's gay, he has to be gay. It's it's part of the deal. He'll be gay and
Grinder after this stream.
and Blair will dye his beard. Yeah. Here you go. Wizard of Oz. What do we think?
Oh my God!
No,
I thought you think Gooch is still on here, so no, take that away.
That's right. He has to go see this now.
Yeah,
straight to Hades with that one.
Straight to Hades.
Has to really.
Wicked,
but here we go. Oh, this is yikes. There's a lot of these pictures that they put out where it's like not actually the actors; it's some like high school theater club or some shit doing it, and it's you gotta be careful. I don't want to put too many kids on here for chat. Here you go. Wizard of Oz, where are we at? Start with Max, because this is the most gay one, and he's the least gay guy on the panel.
Man, I guess I have seen the entire film. It's been years since I actually watched it. Like, I don't even remember the last time I did watch it. I think I probably did watch it for theater in high school or something.
You were in theater in high school?
Say again?
You were in theater in high school?
Yeah, so maybe I'm not as straight as I claim to be.
Oh, the theater kid.
Dun dun dun.
But I also played football in college, so
true. Division 1.
MV penis. Yeah,
that's right.
You don't mean the European version of football, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, so all that being said, though, I don't remember them. I don't remember an expansive story or expansive like character work. Like, it just seemed pretty straightforward. There was a good through line, and yeah, I mean, it didn't really grasp me the way that these other epics that we've talked about so far. So maybe I'm wrong. I'm really interested to hear the arguments for putting this at like a or something. So I don't know. I'd rank this low. What are our rankings again? Do we go to a D or an F or
D or Burn in Hell are the bottom two.
Oh God,
Burn in Hades. Hades. Apologize.
Maybe a C or a D, because this was so influential for so many like other franchises and films. But yeah, I don't know.
Technicolor? Hello.
Yeah.
I was going to say, normally I'm not in favor of adding the coloreds, but in this one, I think it was a significant, important technological advancement.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
What was a Technicolor movie?
Leon, it would appear people have spoken. Sorry, Leon.
Well, but am I only 78% gay? Is there that 22% that still likes vagina?
I believe we call that a Lindsey Graham.
Other than once, maybe the showman. I don't do musicals. Well, there you go. So,
great.
based,
Showman's so
Josh. C tier from Love It. What do you think? What do you think, Leon?
So even within epics, there is scale to those that, like, obviously Lawrence of Arabia is going to be a much larger scale epic than Wizard of Oz. I think everyone can agree the Wizard of Oz is an epic, but it's a much smaller scale one. Still an insane amount of extras. Still phenomenally influential on film. Did have to sort of, rape Judy Garland to put her in this movie, so that drags it down a little. I would say this is a D or a C. It needs to be on the list, but it is going to be lower on the list. It's definitely not Burning in Hell, but C or D.
Good night, Sketch.
I would agree, but I'd almost go the opposite direction. 15-year-old Judy Garland on enough heroin to drop a tiger is pretty impressive.
Pretty epic.
And her little dog, too.
The good old
Lion wouldn't be so cowardly if he was on that kind of smack.
All right, Blair.
Yeah, C, definitely.
C. Lady B.
Yeah, C or D.
Which one?
I do. I don't know, D, honestly.
Okay.
Like, to me, it's the technical aspect of that one, because it isn't a very huge story, and it's basically closed side. So.
When was the last time you saw The Wizard of Oz?
Probably like in 2019.
Okay. Do you recall? I'm just wondering that it has a kind of a straightforward story, and there's not a lot going on. The bitch starts in Kansas in black and white.
Yeah.
And ends up in Oz, goes all over hell and creation, and there's all kinds of character arcs for everybody.
I mean,
Good night, Gemma.
So did Bill Russell, and you were fighting for him earlier.
That's because Bill Russell's the greatest of all time.
Okay, I'm just saying, starting in Kansas in black and white, like.
I guess what I'm saying.
No, it's actually
is that,
Will.
like, you can kind of you can tell, even though it goes places, it's all sort of filmed in a soundstage kind of a look. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
the whole, like,
yeah. There's not a lot of location shots for Oz that you can choose from. Yeah.
What would you say, Jay? Where do you place this one?
Yeah, I think C is solid for it.
I think so too. I'm full on C, and would I ever watch it again? Like, not if I could. When I didn't have to. It's not for me, but I understand why people do like it and why it's important. But clearly, it wasn't.
It was the flying monkeys that scared you, wasn't it, Zach?
When they can fly, it's too much. Like, they fly now. I think was actually that came from
that was actually
movie.
yes, they stole it from this movie. Yeah,
they stole it. They did. I think Will might have a crush on Lady B. You're right. Picking up on that too. Picking up what you're putting down. All right. Next up, let's go with Matrix. The Matrix. With a cut off Keanu Reeves' head, but I can't figure out how to properly cut these thumbnails. So here we are. Headless Keanu Reeves, barely any Morpheus, and The Matrix. Where are we at? Blair.
Almost want to say D tier for this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
It takes place in one city. Okay. Most of the extras are just CG.
Okay.
especially when in the Matrix stuff. Now, once they get out of the Matrix, it's either just
when they go to Zion or
people don't like this Blair at all. They're turning on you already.
Kick Blair.
Yeah, they're either in the ship or in the Matrix, and yeah, so
yeah, we're just doing the first movie. That's it.
There's only one Matrix movie.
No, there's two.
Matrix
I count
2 is
Animatrix.
pretty good.
I count Animatrix. Animatrix is arguably better than fucking Matrix. I'm gonna be real.
Boo that man! Boo that man!
That's a clip you need to get, Sax.
I do need to get that.
Boo that man.
And kick something with kicking involved too. Make a fun. I guess. Well, what would maybe Karate Kid crossed with something? What else would a soccer movie? How about that? Shaolin Soccer. Well,
I was gonna say Shaolin Soccer. Fuck yeah!
Leon, where you at with this? Are you love this Matrix, or where you at with the Matrix?
I love this as a film, as an epic. While I do agree it's an epic, I think it's one of the lowest on this list. It's above Avatar, but I think this might be our first D tier. Honestly, I'm with Blair.
Yeah.
D tier. Wow, Leon.
Again, because and chat, you guys have to remember we're ranking these as epics. All these movies are epics, but where do they fit on a tier list of epics?
Exactly.
This is an A tier movie. I don't think anyone's gonna argue that, but as an epic, it is a low tier epic.
Max, talk some sense to these people, please.
Oh my goodness. The reason for why I'd probably move it up to C is when Neo wakes up and he realizes like what's actually going on, and like when you have that moment of realization, it does broaden the scope and makes you realize like, my God. So yeah, I think maybe C for that reason alone. But to all the things that Blair mentioned, yeah, it's pretty like, groundbreaking film.
Right.
Not super big on an epic.
Wow, you are shocking people now, Max.
Hey, I wanted to put Gladiator in S tier. Okay, I think I've
Me
shocked
too
people already.
Who is on the Mullen keyboard? Good question.
Me, motherfucker.
He gets the hammer out to hit each of the keys.
No, my hands are just that strong.
Alex, where you at?
I was actually 36 hours ago. I would have said B tier. But I read something that The Matrix is a modern retelling of Plato's allegory of the cave. And
amongst other things.
and that doesn't strike me as particularly epic. So I would bounce it down to a C.
Wow. Wasn't it a trans allegory of the cave? Isn't that what it was?
No, that's for the creators. And it's actually it's more closely tied to a French philosopher's book, Simulacrum and Simulacrum.
Oh, wow. C, down to C. I'm shocked. Jay?
Yeah, I think it's between C and D because it is probably comparable in like physical travel scope of Wizard of Oz. The idea of the virtual versus reality, and I think they spend about equal time in different areas. I don't know that that's the character growth of Wizard of Oz. Doesn't really drag them as many people along.
They did.
It's true. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's between C and D. And again, Josh, this isn't about movie I like. This is about its epicness. And 5 people in a fucking ship ain't epic.
I don't know, man. When Morpheus looks dead ass into the camera and goes, "He's starting to believe," that felt pretty epic.
I think it was I am totally against you guys, and I'm with the people in the chat because they're my people, and you guys are being unfair to Keanu, who is a national treasure for Canada, and
he's also, by the way, final episode of Secret Level. Keanu Reeves star. Just throwing it out there.
Oh, all the more reason to not tune in.
Wow.
I mean, did he learn how to act sometime in the last 40 years?
He's always been A-tier actor. He just doesn't want to take. But he's too polite, right? He doesn't want to take everyone else's acting job, so he plays at an A. But really, he could be an S. I met him in person. He played Hamlet in Winnipeg. Who else does that? And you guys are just trashing him.
To
Josh,
be or not to be? That's a question. Whoa.
that's not exactly how he did it, but
I'm not trashing him. I'm trashing Carrie Ann Moss. Like,
at least he's not black, right, guys?
Lady B, what do you say?
I think it's C tier, or C or D. I mean, it's just not an epic. Like, I feel like just genre-wise, it just doesn't fit the bill.
We're getting a lot of
This makes
sci-fi slander out here today.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just doesn't feel like an epic movie. Like, there's just something about it. Maybe the series. I don't know. That's a movie too. I've only seen like once or twice.
Joshua, check your DMs if you want to come on here and straighten these people out.
him straighten people out? Okay,
Yeah,
come on now.
I mean,
Oh boy, I don't know.
all right. Okay, well, it's going to, it says staying in C. You horrible meanies. Can't directly S tier. Yes. He can do anything. Your mom doesn't feel like an epic movie. Wow.
Your mom does, Joshua.
Called out.
It's got a cast of thousands.
That just shows on my free speech channel because when I say mom on other people's channels, I get blocked. So you can make mom jokes all day long. Perfect actor. He's a bathroom sign male, an empty, featureless symbol of all that is male, with which everyone, well, maybe not everyone, can clearly identify as and with. Isn't that great acting? That's great acting.
That's actoring. Yes, that's actoring.
Actoring. He's breathtaking.
I could argue Blade Runner is more epic than The Matrix.
I would actually agree with that.
I would agree with that.
Yep.
Speaking of breathtaking, Gone with the Wind.
Yeah.
That's the sound everyone makes with Gone with the Wind. Alex, you go first.
I would probably leave it in C. There are some truly epic moments, but then there are also some really low T moments, and I think it kind of averages out to a C.
Okay. Blair?
Yeah, I would say C as well. I mean, it's like The Wizard of Oz. You know, it's an epic movie. It's the most profitable movie of all time, even adjusted for inflation. More people spent nickels to go to the
it's been
theater
seen
back.
by more people in the theater than any movie, period.
Yeah. So just alone on
less
that.
options.
It was cool seeing that on a really big screen, like what do they call it, 70 millimeter or something.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Like remastered. That was neat.
Hey Max, you got to show pussy.
He's in the he's on the cam. He's on the
Here you
camera.
go.
Yeah,
Oh,
show pussy. Come on.
he jumped off. No more pussy. I'm sorry.
C for me.
Max
definitely
never
C.
forces pussy. He never forces it.
No. Oh my gosh. Say hi to Max.
He's respectable. Okay, C, we're at C. Max?
I don't think I've actually seen this movie. I know that's crazy, but yeah, I can't add to this one. I'm sorry.
Oh, Gadfly does make a good point here.
Yeah, I mean that's the high T where it's.
Oh yeah, like where Tony slaps her too. It's
Rhett
so
Butler's
nice.
like, take some of this, bitch. Ha! Making dresses out of curtains. Get the fuck out my face.
Lady B?
I feel like it's okay in B tier.
B tier?
Yeah. Or C tier, excuse me. That's fine. Sorry. I wasn't reading it right.
I watched it, didn't really care for it. I had to watch it for school. And I really wanted the South to win. And so
I mean the disappointment is there.
Zax. They will rise again.
I still have my Confederate money. We're all good.
I'm waiting.
I have
I'm still
Confederate
waiting.
money too.
They were the underdogs. So, and they had like the funnest generals. I just kind of was hoping for that. And then we get this. It's it was a hard pill to take for me. So, are we okay with C?
Yeah, Scarlett O'Hara is the reason that we lost.
I'm good.
Yeah, I think B or C.
I gotta give us some credit here. Normally, when I see these tier lists, they're trash. It's just everything is an S and A. We got kind of a bell curve here. I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah,
that's because we're the
trying
best.
to be fair.
Yeah,
Goober, I'm actually intrigued by that movie suggestion.
Oh, what's that?
Gone with the Wind in 60 Seconds.
I haven't watched that.
Oh, I thought you meant Birth of a Nation.
No, we argued that one earlier the last time. Yeah.
Good night, Jacob.
Later,
Hey,
Jacob.
Jacob.
And smash the like button, people. Let's get that done. Hit the bell if in case you missed us. How
Do
could you
it
miss a show
epically.
like this live? Yeah.
Do it.
We don't have 300 on here, so that was a difficult one for me. So I mean, we have this movie instead, but like people say this is an epic. Lawrence of Arabia.
Would you have on here twice? It seems like.
It should be on here twice. It's that damn good.
I was gonna say you probably put one in S.
You're
and
number
in
one
A.
on that list. Scroll over. Yep, see.
Okay. Where are we at with Lawrence of Arabia?
That's S tier.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
it's a very obvious
Yes.
S tier. I don't really even know that there's much discussion to be had about it. This is an obvious S tier, in my opinion.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, it was no triumph of the will. You are correct. Good night, Rayu. Almost been in here. Sleep well. Thanks. Birth of a Nation. I think that should have been on here. What's up, Dax?
We argued for it.
Hey, Dax.
Yeah, we're doing it. We're on this right now, Dax. We're being honest with ourselves, and so Lawrence of Arabia is a C. No, all right. Lady B, where do you want it?
I think it's an A tier movie. Like, you know what? One thing that's really good with like epics is that there's just a sense of scale, not only in like where the place is set, the traveling usually, but time. And this is a really good one when there's like a very large passage of time. And I love how the movie starts like with him riding his motorcycle and his death, and then it kind of goes backwards, and it's really great.
Okay.
So why not S then?
Yeah.
I don't know. I could put it in S tier. I was just like thinking there's probably better things. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
So the only counter argument I might have for why this would be an A and not an S is that there are times in this film where it has a little bit of a Star Trek original series feel to it.
Yeah.
Where,
I think there's moments
the
where...
cinematography isn't advanced. It's
Didn't it come
it
out?
almost feels more like a stage play on screen in portions.
Yeah, I can think of like two parts in the movie, and they're like kind of in the beginning when they're in some kind of a building and he has maps and stuff when he's still working for the army. Like that part of it does, yeah.
Too much sand. That's correct.
It's
No, I
coarse
love
and it
this
gets
movie
everywhere.
though, and again, I saw it like in
Yeah, I'm with you,
panorama,
Dildo.
like it was amazing. Like it's pretty. It's really cool to see like a movie like that in the like format it was meant to be seen in.
Dildo has had enough of you already, so.
Why do you hate me, Dildo? I love this movie. I just don't know if it's an S tier. Like,
We don't hate sand.
I don't know. It's definitely A.
And actually, you haven't seen it, right?
Yeah. Oh, dude, Kenneth Branagh's Hamlet. That could be an epic too. Oh, God, like good call out.
I think it's a majority for S.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could put an S here.
We're doing
Twice.
it.
Here, make
Twice.
Lady B happy. Put the second one in A.
Yeah,
Email it,
it's that big and that epic. It should occupy multiple tiers.
And yes, I moved Gladiator to A tier, and no, I'm not sorry. So,
Well, you're wrong, but
Yeah.
I
But it just shows
agree.
how
I
we're
agree
saying
with
it
that. I agree with that pick, Zax. It's a good
thank
one.
you. Thank you. Let's shake it up then.
that
with
should
Troy.
be your first indication.
Troy.
You know what? If Gladiator got moved to A, I think it's fair that Troy take its spot in B.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I'd say
disagree
Troy
with
is
that.
bigger.
Yeah, Troy
It's
is
certainly more epic than Gladiator.
I prefer Troy over Gladiator. I'm just trying to be fair here.
I don't prefer Troy,
say,
but
yeah.
but I will say it's a more epic movie than Gladiator.
But we're not saying like epic in scope only, and it's a shitty movie. Like there's lots of
No. I mean, it's still an all right movie. It's just it annoys me because it deviates quite a bit from.
Holy shit! How many films did Orlando Bloom in on this tier list? It just occurred to me. That's 3 so far.
I don't know, but he's a bitch in all of them.
We didn't even put Black Hawk Down in here.
Say that again.
Oh yeah.
Black Hawk that happens within like a square mile or so.
Troy is teacher. Can you all say Black Hawk Down again one more time?
Black Hawk Down.
Yep.
Black Hawk Down.
Yeah.
Gadfly. Poor Gadfly.
So everything that Leon said about Troy being a better movie than Gladiator, but somehow less epic.
I don't know.
Take that and do exactly the opposite.
Thank you.
Massive battle scenes.
Where do you have it?
The reason I say that is I don't think Troy has stood the test of time in the zeitgeist the way that Gladiator has, even though I think Troy is a better epic film. I don't know if that's part of the qualifications, but
I like Troy. I'm not bashing it. It's not the best movie maybe, but I love the fight scenes. So that's all I really want to see with a movie like this. And
I mean, you have proper epic. You have the everybody coming over in their navies and setting up wars, and you have the fights with Ajax and all of that, and then going to the walls of Troy with the fight
Brad
with Hector.
Pitt is just hot in this movie. Let's be real.
Yeah, we don't care about hotness. We're talking about this what's going on because it's equaled out by Orlando Bloom existing. So that's a lot.
This opening kill is
my man Ajax. Here
awesome.
we go.
And Ajax is also in Fury Road.
Really?
He's Rictus Erectus.
Yeah.
Nathan Jones, former wrestler and murderer. No, manslaughter, I believe. Yeah.
As long as he slaughters men, it's fine.
One is terrible and one is base. Which was it?
I can't remember. I'd have to look, but he wasn't.
Would a New York jury have let him off?
Looking like this?
Look at his color. Come on. Stop it.
No chance.
No, hell no.
Look at his muscles, and no. He's got a shaved head, too. He's finished in New York.
First of all, he couldn't fit in a subway car.
I was gonna say, what if we gave him a blonde broccoli cut?
Bro, did anybody else look at Daniel Penny and be like, "Oh, they could have cast him as instead of Finn Jones in Iron Fist"?
Yes, they could have.
It's Troy worse than Pompeii. Nothing is worse than Pompeii. Pompeii is like Wheel of Prime levels bad. Oh my god.
It's so bad it wasn't even properly spelled.
I mean, does the volcano still win?
Yes.
Okay, well then I'm happy.
That was the best part of that movie, actually.
Obviously.
I was gonna say, other than Galadriel, I think the volcano is undefeated.
Excellent. Yeah, I mean, it should have known better than to pick on Girl Boss. It didn't stand a chance. Pyroclastic flow.
Gadfly says Troy is worse than fucking Pompeii, that stupid Kid Harington film that should be memory hold and undergo memorial damnatio. I don't know what that means.
I don't know, but
Damnation,
I haven't
maybe.
seen Pompeii, but I do like Volcano.
It's so bad.
Oh God.
It is awful.
Be intentional. That's right, Josh. Be intentional. No accidental murders. Just you have to plan it ahead. Be good at it. Let's. So where are we at with this? Where are we at with Troy?
I'd say A.
I mean, if you're gonna have Gladiator at A, which is stupid, then this thing is at least its equal and frankly higher.
Wow,
it is from just a pure epic standpoint.
Yeah, agreed. Gladiator is going to cause us inflation problems.
I like that you guys are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I understand that we're kind of going off of like location wise and scope of travel and like scope of the breadth and width of like armies and things like that, right? But what about also character arcs? Because I care much more about Maximus's whole epic storyline than opposed to Troy's. Like Brad Pitt is just hot, like Lady B said.
Yeah.
Other than that, like I really don't.
Oh, I don't know. It's only based on a story that's been around for 2,500 years. Let me know when Ridley Scott's punk bitch makes it close to the Iliad.
Dude,
But I mean, like,
don't say
you-
that. We're gonna get a Ridley Scott movie where
Oh, no.
Odysseus is an autist. Like, let's
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'll tempt fate here, buddy.
Well, okay, so I'm going to put this one at 8, but I want to do one more. Max has got to leave us, but I want to do this one before he goes. Braveheart.
Ooh.
That's an 8.
Okay, hold on. Here's before we get into it, I want to lay this out. We also have the Patriot on here. Which of those two do you think is more epic? Because I would say the Patriot is actually more epic than Braveheart.
No. You'd be wrong. But that's okay.
Yeah, I don't think him waving the flag at the end of the Patriot is more epic than any number of Braveheart speeches.
Freedom!
Oh my God! Yeah,
Yeah,
what
I
a
mean,
scene.
Mel Gibson didn't show his ass in The Patriots, so I mean,
Yeah.
you got that. You know,
That is true.
I'm pretty sure
I
Patriot
mean-
might have been my first pair of movie titties, actually. Or not Braveheart. I mean, it might have been my first pair of movie titties. The waterfall scene.
Yep.
Do
There's
we
some good boobies in it for sure.
do we have room on the S tier for Braveheart? No, I'm kidding.
Hell
It's
no.
not that.
I think there's a
No,
strong
I mean-
argument for A, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do like it at A. I really do like it.
I mean, it's certainly higher than Gladiator.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I-
He's just not going to give up
Braveheart
that.
is good.
No. I don't know. It's
I mean,
tough.
Maximus he's the leader of the army for the first 3 minutes, and then he just walking around all by himself after that.
Until he gets captured. But then once he gets captured, he works his way up and talks to
And
Proc-
commands nearly tens of people, as opposed to Braveheart, where he starts out as one putz and
But
builds
he-
an army and then fights the largest, threatening country at the time.
True. But Maximus almost fights all of Rome because he's essentially fighting the emperor, right? Like
He's a big
he's
ship.
fighting the ideal of what the Roman emperor at the time wanted to do and bring back the Roman Republic. So that was his whole ideal of what he was fighting for. And then for Braveheart, for William Wallace, his ideal was the freedom of Scotland from the English tyranny. Both very large in scale, I think. Both epic, good things to sacrifice themselves for. I think both of their sacrifices are large, epic scale.
Right, but Maximus starts with a tremendous amount of clout. Braveheart doesn't. He has to earn it over time in order to be able to command an army. And he has all these people that are trying to undercut him and all that. And he still, through force of will, makes it happen.
Yeah, continues.
Counterpoint.
I mean,
Maximus is just lucky that the emperor is an idiot
The
who
revenge
thinks he can
story.
actually be a gladiator.
Counterpoint,
They both died at
the
the end.
Romans
Come on,
actually
real men
did beat
live.
the British.
Real men live. They both die at the end. Pussies.
If people want me to drop it, I will drop Gladiator, you pussies. But however, like you can sum it up with this: like his arc was he was a general who became a slave who became a gladiator who
Right,
defied an emperor.
Ended up becoming the equivalent of a black person. Weak. Like,
I'm like, you fought somebody also mentally unstable.
Yeah.
Like, you had a fight with the schizo homeless dude at the freaking bus stop. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of okay with having Gladiator BP tier, honestly.
But then I would also then
I would
say
argue that Mike Tyson in
Braveheart.
his prime was probably a bit unstable too, and that I wouldn't say mentally unstable is necessarily means you're a bad fighter.
Yeah, the difference is that let's compare and contrast Joaquin Phoenix
Yes.
to Mike Tyson. Yeah, no. Right. You have the special needs child of the actual emperor who usurps the throne by killing his father and then is busy trying to get it on with his sister and decides he's also a gladiator and that's the reason he gets killed. Maximus, through no action of his own, is able to actually fight the emperor. Meanwhile, in Braveheart, he's actually taking the fight directly to the King of England. He's not waiting for... Boy, I hope the King of England comes stumbling in here thinking he's a Highlander and we can throw rocks at each other. Hell no!
I don't know if you're giving Maximus enough
You're
agency,
not.
though.
No.
Because I think Maximus, through sheer force of just what, because initially when he finds his family there and he finds them hung, burned, tortured, murdered, he wants to die, and he knows he's going to die. The only reason why he's able to live on is because of the slave traders find him. And even still, he's like, I don't want to fight. I don't want to do anything. I want to die. And so he works his way to a point where he can fight the Emperor. Now, like you said, it is kind of different, though, because the Emperor comes down to Maximus's level to fight him, but he had to win the crowd first. He had to win the nobility and the honor of his men. Because when he's walking through that underground tunnel, and they're all going, Maximus, Maximus.
You know,
He's
that Russell Crowe is not going to fuck you, right?
Say again?
Russell Crowe is not going to fuck you.
He might.
Man. He's still May, though. I mean...
I don't think you want him now.
He's probably more likely to than Mel Gibson, actually, to be fair.
I was gonna say, I think Max lives in LA. I mean, he's one keys in the fishbowl party away from something happening.
I'm with Max. I think he's an epic journey, and people just don't like it, and that's because no one can hit that level of T. Like nobody else can do that, and so Max is an actual captain in the actual Marines, and so he says that this is an epic story. And who am I to argue with him? The guy picks where artillery lands. Like that's a pretty big deal. So I think that we should respect Max's choice, and we'll make it S tier. Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow. S tier.
No?
Yes, that's my Christmas present. No.
Yeah, there you go. How about this? Look at this. You guys are simping over Charlton Heston. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, excellent. Now show the battle scene from Braveheart.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
He killed 3 whole men. Now, again, let's go to the battle scene for Braveheart.
4. And, like, he makes it look easy. That's why they don't like him. He's too good at his job. He's competent. And as you know, low T men hate competence.
Well, I think what I really like about this scene, too, is, like you said, Zax, it's so easy for him. And so then when he does talk to Proximo essentially kind of tells him, like, you can't do that shit, man. Like, if you really want to win your freedom, you have to win the crowd. You have to get everyone on your side. And so if he really were to, he's being efficient. He's being the general that he knows how to be. He's being the warrior. But he now has to kind of become also the entertainer to win his freedom.
You literally dropped this a whole tier by accidentally quoting Rachel Zegler. She's now learning to be the leader she knows she can be. Like,
so he's not actually a serious person. He's an entertainer.
That's not good.
We'll just get some cucks in here. Now, this is terrible.
But I'll counter by saying, Leon, you shouldn't know her quotes. Right?
Yeah. I mean, you can't escape them. That's one of the problems.
You can't.
She won't shut the hell up.
The chat decided that I was gay. If anyone here is allowed to know her quotes, it's me.
If I had to look at this story and say Spartacus, I think I like Spartacus more.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned this.
An actual slave revolt.
Yeah,
this was a slave
that actually threatened Rome.
Yeah, this is a revenge story, and it doesn't I think that the
Max, you gotta go.
Personal story is.
We gotta let Max go.
I get wrapped up in
get over here, Max.
I love both of them, but I will say I do not disagree with Braveheart. I don't think that Braveheart is worse on an epic scale than Gladiator. I really do love Braveheart. It is, I think, probably one of my top 3 films of all time. And just it's because it's one of the first epics I watched with Lord of the Rings and that stuff. So, love it.
Sorry, go on. The chat.
I mean,
you got me.
Oh yeah. But no, dude, thank you so much for having me. It was such a pleasure to be on here tonight. And what a better way to come back on with such a great topic of epic films. So.
Thank you, Max. What are you up to next? I know the YouTube stuff is probably top of mind, but what else is going on with you? Where are you going to be?
Yeah, so Friday night, I'll still be doing my live stream, Comic Shop Conversations, where we review every weekly comic book that came out from the mainstream publishers like Marvel and DC and stuff. So we'll go through that. And then I'm hoping to have my appeal sent in by this weekend, so that way they can hopefully review it, and then we'll get some news within the next week or two here. But yeah, no, I just want to say I appreciate everyone's support. It is really rad to know just how many people are so ingratiated into this fellowship. It's an honor to be a part of it, and I'm so grateful and just like blessed for the opportunity not only to hang out with y'all, but also to have so much support from like people that I've only maybe met once or never met before. It's incredible. So yeah, I'm really grateful for that. And so yeah, I'll just keep chugging along. And if I get remonetized, great. If not, we'll go from there and we'll start again, or we'll do something else. So yeah,
go subscribe to our boy Max if you haven't already. You should be. And he gets go. I think. What about the man cave?
You know, I've been taking a hiatus from the man cave.
Yeah.
I normally do Max's man cave every Sunday night, but I don't know, man. Like, I feel like if I don't have anything to say, or if I feel like I'm just going to be like waffling on for an hour or 2 hours, like, I don't want to do that. I want to be able to come to the table with something either new or interesting or creative. And so for the man cave, I was like, man, there's really nothing to talk about all that much. I mean, there is, but nothing that I felt like I could add significant value to. So I was like, you know what, I'll just take a break for now until I either find something that I can add some value to, or can like bring a new take on. Now that Warhammer is coming back into the fray, maybe we can, you know, I'll look into that. But for the most part, I've been taking a bit of a hiatus and just sticking with the Friday night show, the comic shop conversations. So
for what it's worth, your Max's man caves, when you talked about some of the issues facing young men, I found those to be excellent, in the sense that I either was like, wow, this guy is a genius who really gets it, or wow, this dude is a doofus who doesn't understand anything. And you know, truly, you know, of all the shows on YouTube, that was one where, you know, no matter what it was, I was kind of interested in it, and it did make me think, even if sometimes I wanted to throw my phone.
Those are the best ones, right? You know, the ones that I don't want to hear somebody who disagrees with me all the time. I can just sit and talk to myself. I don't need to tune into that.
We get it. Disney Star Wars sucks, but you know, so no, for what it's worth, those were excellent. And I, you know, if you ever get back into the swing of things, I'd encourage you to go out and get those going again.
Dude, thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate that. And it's great to hear that feedback, right? Because like if someone doesn't or I know a lot of creators will have people just blowing smoke up their ass, and they'll just be like, yeah, keep doing your thing. But legitimate criticism and feedback like that, man, is so it's like gold. So I really appreciate that. And that is content that is not really necessarily pop culture related, but it is still culture. And so that's why I like it and enjoy it, because it is still part of like us as you know, men and women, and dealing with the things in today's culture. So yeah, man, I can't tell you how much that means to me. So thank you so much. And I'll look into more of that, because I swear every time I see another gym video of some empty-headed bimbo taking a video of some guy, and she's like, oh, he's looking at me, I'm just like, I should do a Max's Man Cave on this. And I'm like, no.
I just realized I'm subbed to you. I have seen your content. We've just never streamed before. Because I was like, oh, I got subbed to homie, and I went to your channel. I'm subbed. Okay, cool. Sorry. Nice
cool.
Sub.
Okay, good
I've never
deal.
seen. I didn't know you stream. I've only seen your your videos. So awesome.
Yeah. No, thanks.
Sorry, I just hopped over to stream and just happened to realize. My bad.
I want to.
That's the cool thing about the group.
Echo what Alex is saying too, because I love your man cave episode. And there's very few people, anyways, with like you, like in your age range as a man who's done what you've done, and who's willing to openly talk about like the challenges that people are actually facing, and you're so forthcoming with it. I think it helps a lot of people, and that's really people, instead of listening to you, they're watching TikTok, and so we need more man cave from Max.
Yeah, we get a lot of people that point out the problems, and we don't get a lot of people pointing out the solutions.
Yeah. And I think it's tough to offer solutions, because you'll get people too that are like, I have the right way to move forward, and to do that, you have to be an alpha male, and you have to sub to my monthly $1,000 tier, thing. And it's like, it's not that. It's not that. You know what I mean? Like there's so many other better ways to like take control of like the things in your life, and it doesn't have to be like fucking grind set alpha male.
No, I mean the good news is everybody has the cheat codes if you just bother to read it. It's called history. Go read history.
Yeah. There you go.
You ain't the first people on the planet. You won't be the last. And trust me, if you think you have a new problem, you've misunderstood things.
Yeah.
I can give advice, but it's dad advice. That's where it comes from. So from you, it's real advice, and I think people will listen to you.
Well, thanks, man. I like I said, man, it truly, sincerely, like really genuinely, I do appreciate what you guys are saying. Now, I would watch a stream called Dadvice. So just
don't tempt me.
I've done it. I'll do more. I don't mind. I like those shows.
Sax and I will be discussing the proper way to hold a belt when swinging to get maximum effort.
Yes.
Sometimes you don't even. Sometimes you just count to 3. Like my dad would just be like 1, 2, and by the time he's at 2, I'm like, you don't have to tell me twice.
I mean, I was bigger than my dad when I was a freshman in high school, and I was convinced. Right now, if my dad was still alive, I am convinced that if he was paralyzed from the upper lip down, he could have whooped my ass with an eyebrow.
I think probably with the exception of Leon, we all had the moment where we tried to fight our dad once.
No, I made the mistake of standing up on my last spanking where a belt hit a little low and it was a little surprising. And I stood up and my dad very quietly said, if you turn around and make the first one count. And I immediately was like, what am I doing? Why the hell am I standing up? I've lost my mind. Bent right the hell back over and decided to continue taking that whooping.
Don't fight Leon's dad.
Alex, you're actually 100% right. I never at any point, like in Papa Bear, is probably going to let me tell the story. I'll say it anyway. I have a 5-year younger brother, and obviously there's a bit of a size difference, and he caught how I was playing football with my brother, which was really just beating the shit out of him where football had to be involved. And my Papa Paradise was like, hey, Leon, come out here tonight. It was like 9 o'clock at night. My brother was in bed. He brought me out in the yard. He tossed me a football, then beat the shit out of me. He's like, this is what you've been doing to your brother. The size of difference between us is probably about the same. I hope you've learned something. And went back inside. I was like, I learned a lot.
That's good parenting. Good advice.
I love it.
K-Max, love you, dude.
Yeah, I love you, brother. Thank you again for having me on, guys. This was super fun, and I'm so grateful for everyone. So blessings, guys. And if I don't see y'all, or if I'm not on another stream with any of y'all anytime soon, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that good stuff. And yeah, I look forward to seeing everyone soon.
Take care, Max.
Thanks, Max, even if you did have cringe takes.
That's okay. It makes things better. Makes things
fun.
Exactly.
Yeah. You gotta have a little yin with the yang.
All right, see you guys. Bye.
Later.
Bye.
What's up, DJ and Ronnie G? Thanks for coming.
So actually, I meant to give you a shout out. Your Top Gun shirt, has the maximum dad cred. I remember when that shirt went on sale at Walmart in the $6.99.
You have it.
graphic. I know I do. You got to let me finish, babe. That shirt went on sale at like the $6.99 graphic tees, and the next day on the construction site, 70 of the 100 guys on that site were wearing that exact shirt.
It's manly. I wouldn't go to work at a construction site though in this color blue, because it would be dark blue very quickly. But okay, let's go. Last of the Mohicans. Where are we at?
I'm gonna abstain because I actually fucking hate this movie.
No, don't abstain. If you hate it, you hate it. Why do you hate it?
So I've never found Native American like these sort of like Native American war stories one of particularly interesting films, because I feel like it's they always portray these sort of like, you know, the noble savage type. Like it's not true. These guys are fucking assholes.
Oh yeah.
I don't think you were paying attention, because the main villains are the ones that that are messing people up.
I mean, okay, fair enough. I don't know. This is one of those movies where I feel like, because you got Kevin Costner. This is the Kevin Costner one, correct?
No.
No, wait,
This is Last of the Mohicans with Daniel Day-Lewis, Wes Studi.
Oh, okay, never mind. This is we're not talking about the same movie. I've not seen this. My bad.
You haven't seen this?
Yeah, we're not
okay.
Dances with Wolves.
Yeah, I was thinking Dances with Wolves. My bad. Yes, I've not seen Last of the Mohicans. My bad. I was thinking Dances with Wolves.
Why haven't you seen it?
I guess because I always thought it was Dances with Wolves for one. Like,
I mean, to be fair, Wes Studi is in both of them. Other than that,
I mean, Daniel Day-Lewis only does so many movies in his lifetime, so you should probably see them all. And
fair enough. I mean, he's a fantastic actor. I didn't know he was in Last of the Mohicans.
Yep.
It definitely qualifies as an epic, and I can't believe you. I don't know how to feel about this right now, Leon. I'm confused.
It's the first movie on the list so far I haven't seen. I feel like I'm doing pretty all right. Like,
all right, to carry on from his point, the supposedly like uber badass guys in this one lost 200 Spanish guys, so
true.
Our threat analysis here might not be on point.
Wait, what?
What?
What Spanish guys? It's Last of the Mohicans. Where they fight. It's the French and Indian War.
Oh, I'm thinking of Apocalypto.
He's thinking.
Oh my God!
I thought you were saying that they were all the same.
Nobody's getting this movie right.
I thought you were saying that they're all the same.
Yeah, this thing is at least equal to Gladiator in scope.
It's an H.
In epics, yeah.
I also have to punt on this one then.
You haven't seen this either?
Oh my God!
No.
I saw this like a
Stacks, this
long
movie
time
fucking
ago.
came out before I was born. Okay.
No excuse. That's no excuse. I can't believe this is wow. I'm very
so did the Matrix. What the hell are you talking about?
Well, so did I.
I didn't.
But you married me.
I mean, if you want to put Blue's Clues up as your epic, you go right ahead. We'll.
It's not my fault they stopped making epic movies a decade.
It's your fault you didn't watch the ones that existed.
I've watched every one but this one.
I
You're
made
right,
a lot
Psycho.
of things in New
All
York.
but this one
We're
up to this point.
improving slowly.
We get it little by little.
Okay. I mean, I don't think it's the most. If we're talking about, it's a great film, fantastic soundtrack. I love the soundtrack. It's got a classic,
Oh yeah, it's so good.
classic soundtrack. His performance is fantastic. I would say it's not sweeping and epic in enough ways. I think where it should be moved all the way to the top of the list or anywhere near there. I'd say it's probably as an epic, as a movie, it's A tier for sure. I think, but as an epic, it's C or D. I think.
Yeah.
What do you think, Lady B?
Yeah, I think it's like a C. As an epic. Maybe even a D. I don't know.
Blair, you've seen this. Please, Blair, tell me you've seen this.
Oh God, yes. This is
Okay.
a great movie. I would say I could live with it being a B tier.
Okay. Oh wow, there's some other versions of this movie that are fucking
Oh yeah, this has
weird.
been made for since forever.
Yeah, a lot of
Okay.
black and white ones.
I should have showed this one instead. Look at that classic cover.
Yeah, Lon Chaney. And...
Yeah.
Oh my God, what?
I thought that was John Wayne for a minute.
No,
Me
I
too.
did too, honestly.
that's Lon Chaney to the left.
Yeah,
Wow.
Lon Chaney.
God, he must have been so old
John
there.
Hart.
I
Wow.
bet you this slapped to watch in class when the teacher rolled in the
Oh, for sure.
the TV cart.
Hell yeah. You know, Homeboy almost looks like John Travolta, like kind of
Yeah.
young.
It looks like this was just some. Well, this could be done by AI. This poster, like this is. It looks like their heads are just kind of, put onto that. Like I don't think those are actual people.
Well, that's because this has been colorized.
If you can get AI to do blackface like that, you are having more luck with AI than I am.
It's not even blackface. It's like changes shades.
Well,
I
I'm
don't know, I
glad to
haven't
see
seen
that
this.
Hawkeye is wearing a red deer skin apparently. So.
Yeah.
Hawkeye is yeah. Okay, so then I guess this is going to be a C.
I mean,
Jay?
I think
What do you think, Jay?
it's on par with Gladiator as far as scope. The story itself, it's set in more interesting circumstances, but I don't know that Hawkeye and his adopted father are changing the outcome of much. in the world.
They run up a mountain, basically.
Yeah, and it has some excellent battles that are cool. And I mean, both the individual, like, hand-to-hand stuff, and then also, like siege warfare at the time, and some set-piece battles between the French and the English. But, yeah, I would say, B or C.
Okay. I'm going to leave it at C. I think that's probably...
I would just like to throw out, I was able to get Grok to do me in blackface just now. I wanted to test it, so...
What are you waiting for?
I wish Grok was
Are you not sharing this?
Yeah, I hit share screen. I had to hit the right button.
We'll figure out where on the epic list it goes.
Yeah. Show us.
I hit share screen. You just guys. There we go.
That's not black. That's like a really good tan.
Also, that ain't you. Stop it.
Well, that's what it did. I just said draw me, but with dark skin. Because I at first I said draw me as an African American, and it kept me white. Maybe because like Elon Musk is African American technically. So
right.
I'll fiddle with it some more. I'll try and
more
get
than
truly,
many.
I will try and get like truly Nubian Leon.
Did you say people of color instead?
Oh, there we go. Draw me as a person of color. That's not bad.
Yeah. That's Nia with long hair, Leon.
I mean, just get us closer.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Why not? All right, we are going to go to the next one. There we go. Oh, that did not work, did it? Motherfuckers. We've got to, I think we've got to do maybe two more, and then we got to maybe call it a night, guys.
Okay.
We won't get through this.
There's two.
We get a part two.
So what's
There's
our
too
next
many.
one?
Star Wars.
Star Wars. We're talking the trilogy or just the first movie?
Trilogy. The good trilogy.
Well, there's only one.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
S.
S.
S?
S tier. So
yeah,
good.
I mean that's got to be pretty S tier.
S tier.
It's got it all.
I totally agree with that. S tier. And then this one I want to have because you guys are Leon's gonna make a play for this one, I think. So Seven Samurai. Where would that go?
All right, first I got it. It very much worked this time.
Okay.
This is not good. Sorry for your channel, Zax.
What? Yeah.
You look like a black lofty pixels.
Why did it change your face shape?
It's like Kenan Thompson crossed with a lion. That's what it looks like.
I was thinking it looks like that. Who's the Kaya?
Because it's basing it off of my ex profile picture, which is my logo. So I think it's making it cartoony because of that.
It's chilling in the can. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Yeah.
C-tier. They're saying you're C tier, Leon.
Yep, that's fair. I'll take it. C for cock. That big black. Anyway,
yeah.
Black Karen. Yes.
It was the wrong C word that you were associating.
All right, Seven Samurai. Sell us on it, Leon. Why is this epic, and where does it fit?
All right, for one, everything Akira Kurosawa ever made was epic. I don't know the dude knew how to make anything less, and this is the apex of Akira Kurosawa's work. Like, you've got your titular Seven Samurai, one of which isn't a samurai, but that's a whole other thing. You get to it later. First of all, starting off, it establishes the caste system, it establishes the village that they're all in, like the big metro hub. You've got this. They have to travel, of course, to the much smaller village that has all the raiders and bandits that keep raping, pillaging, and plundering. And from there, the first hour of setup. First of all, it's a 4-hour movie. It takes an hour of setup. And then once you actually get to the small village, it's just 3 hours of 7 dudes trying to murder fuck hundreds of bandit extras as they slowly die. Eventually, the villagers rise up and join the Seven Samurai. All done practically like. You wouldn't even have the Magnificent Seven if not for this, which, by the way, is just a worse version of this because it has cowboys instead of fucking samurai.
Mm-hmm.
I like cowboys too, but yeah, I can take your point.
I mean, you ignore the far better adaptation, which was Three Amigos.
So Leon, are all of these guys samurai? Because that could be false advertising if not.
No, so the dude in like the front and center with the that guy, the guy on the left, he is actually posing as a samurai. He's faking it. There's a big point of contention at the midway point of the film where it turns out that that's highly illegal to pose as a rank that you don't have. Turns out he was just some dickhead comedic farm boy that wanted some action. He's also the best character of the film, by the way, in my opinion. So
would that disqualify this from being an epic if they're lying in the title?
I mean, who is the Lord of the Rings in the Lord of the Rings?
Sauron.
Well, you don't find Sauron, until Rings of Power, but it's Sauron, yeah.
I did hear that I didn't know, by the way, until like
what a
a couple
line.
days ago. That was a line in Rings of Power season 2. Like apparently they actually say Sauron, you're the Lord, or not. Yes. That's not what it's going by, but holy shit, I couldn't believe it was that.
Oh yeah,
it's there.
That's
what are we? Some kind of Magnificent Seven? Oh sure, yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. Oh, by the way, it's not just this one, Leon. None of these are samurai.
Oh, wow.
Is
Mind
because
blown.
5'5"? Because all samurai were 5'5".
No, it's because the samurai had been disbanded and were no longer existent when this movie was made. So all these motherfuckers are lying. This is some shit. Get it the hell out of here.
Well,
Could you get that?
Only Russell Crowe didn't actually fight in the Colosseum.
No, he did. It just wasn't the Colosseum. It was a Colosseum.
Hades tier? Wow, big ship coming out strong.
Oh, to make me weave.
I mean, I'm certain amount of baseness with that.
Not everything that came out of Japan was good. I'm not one of those weaves that like romanticize Japan. Y'all ever heard of the Rape of Nanking?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, but that happened in China, so it doesn't matter.
I was gonna say that happened in China.
Yeah.
I guess technically it came out of Japan.
True. That's right. Let's not screw up your geography here. So, one of the messages of the film was that being a true samurai is not about class, but about character, and that sounds great, but it's also.
But that's also not true.
Right. Yeah.
Well, and to be fair, at the end of the film, the last two survivors. I remember there's only two survivors, and the elder of the two was like, "We didn't." The younger one's like, "I can't believe that we won," and he's like, "We didn't win. You and I are the only ones left alive. The village won. They get to have their village back, but we don't get paid shit because they're poor, and we're the only two that lived. We didn't win shit." I actually much like that lesson.
Does it bother you that
Oh wait, so again, losers die. Okay, well, so we got that. Yeah. Also, these motherfuckers ain't even good businessmen.
But they have a heart of gold. Isn't that what counts?
Well, try and pay rent with your heart of gold.
Does it bother you that Tom Cruise is their ultimate successor?
Yeah. He is, after all, the last samurai.
He was also one of the best samurai.
I thought Watanabe was the last samurai. I haven't seen the movie
fast
in a few
learner.
years, but
Yeah, he was.
If you ever want to just make a film to tweak out about something, saying Tom Cruise is the last samurai in that movie, it's epic. The spurging is.
Oh yeah. This has been a good conversation.
Would you say? Okay, if you had to pick though, Leon, was this a better film than The Expendables? We'll say, as an example, because that also had dudes in it.
You mean the first one?
The first one.
I was trying to decide if you were trolling or if you actually want an answer to that, because very obviously, but
obviously trolling.
What are you talking about? In Expendables, they travel farther. It's larger in scope.
You say obviously trolling, but I look at you, Zach. I see someone's built and whatnot. I was like, you know what? I bet he gets a lot out of this film. I bet he gets some shit that I don't get out of The Expendables, just based on the fact that he could be a cast member in that fucking movie. So I couldn't be a cast member in either movie because I'm not built and I can't maintain the,
No, Zach. The Last Samurai was shown up, the Shogun of Harlem.
I'm trying to think what movie would be the Leon movie, and the one that's immediately coming to mind is The Flash.
What?
That's the best way I've ever been called a fag in my life. Thank you.
That's hilarious. Oh.
Where are we going with this, peoples? Where do you want it, Leon?
I mean, obviously, I'm gonna make I made the cast for S tier because this is the film I picked, but I'm willing to hear arguments.
Blair.
Also, it's like one of the only foreign films on the list. I'm pretty sure. I don't know how many other foreign films we have on here.
Look, just because
This ain't
Europeans
DEI.
and
Nobody gives a
Asian-
shit about that.
Just because Europeans and Asians are bad at making movies doesn't mean we give this one bonus points.
Yeah.
We're bad.
I say D tier.
D. Blair. Let's go.
That
Someone donate. Turn this motherfucker's hair blue.
Why, Blair? Why?
It's not that epic. That's why. I mean, it happened to one village.
It's one village.
That might be
Well,
a little xenophobic even for me.
No, they walk from one village to another. That's no.
Yeah, they walk from one village to another.
Yeah,
But
you
the
within walking distance. Get the hell out of here.
The scale of the battle is pretty fucking massive, and it lasts for 3 hours.
I can't help it if they're inefficient.
Yeah,
Japan is tiny.
I was gonna say, you say it's within walking distance. That's also their whole country. Like,
yeah.
That's why the first half of the movie takes.
Minutes. This is 3.4 Helm's Deeps.
Okay, fine. I'll give it a
What?
C.
I was gonna say A tier, but then Leon said that and pissed me off, so it's gonna be B tier.
Yeah, that was a bad choice, Leon. Don't go after the classics.
I was trying to troll.
You trolled yourself.
Jay.
Yeah, I think. I mean, Seven Samurai. I would put it like B to C. It's kind of right in the middle of that for me. As a movie itself, it's a hell of a lot higher than a lot that we have on the list. But
yeah.
Okay, Alex, that's fair. As an epic, it's lower. As a movie, it's higher. I'll grant that. That's fair.
Lady B, where are you at with this one?
I'm with my husband,
Had a girl.
supporting my man.
Thank you,
Stand
baby.
by your man.
Well played. And good job with that, Alex.
Appreciate
Just
it.
in case you guys forgot, look at this. Look at these men. Look at Stone Cold Steve Austin.
yeah, I
This
mean,
movie really
there's
did
more
piss
than
me off.
7, so this is already more epic than
Yeah.
Seven Samurai.
No, yeah, but do you guys remember how much Schwarzenegger and Willis were in the marketing for this, only for them to be like 2 minutes in the movie? That pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, but Bruce Willis has been a sock puppet for a long time now, so at least we got some of him in this, right?
I was gonna
Fair
say
enough.
for all the photoshopping they did on this, they couldn't have given Bruce Willis a grown adult man's shoulders.
Yeah, right?
No, they couldn't.
I mean, he can borrow some of Terry Cruz's.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
he's
does have
fully
extra.
right there.
Okay, so the Seven Samurai, we're saying A, B. I'll share the tab, the proper tab. A, B, C.
I put it between B and C.
Yeah, B's looking a little light. Let's throw in B.
I think B's a fair.
Yeah, B's
Yeah.
fair.
It doesn't mean it's a bad movie.
No,
That's not what we're saying. It's a great
no, it is
film.
far above some of these movies that are.
Yes.
But yeah,
They're
no,
ranked higher.
I get your arguments for the epic. That's fair.
Yeah, Steve Austin. There we go. All right, well, that's we're gonna pause this where it is because it's getting late for everyone, and let's talk about what's coming up with you, all of you guys. Thanks for being here with us tonight. Blair de Blair, you got a Monday show cooking with the blue collar guy.
Yep. You catch me Mondays, the blue collar creative with Roman and Devin, Salmon Outdoors.
Yeah.
And
What do you guys do on that show? Tell people.
We alternate between Monday mixtape where we talk about music, or we'll talk about just late to the news, whatever happened over the weekend, pop culture type stuff. Usually a bent with more music news.
Is there enough ZZ Top albums to keep you a weekly show?
We cover more than just ZZ Top.
All right.
Okay. Go check out. So I put that link to that channel in the chat now. Go check out Creative Blue Collar Guy. He's a talented dude too as a musician. So love that. Lady B, before we lose you, what's going on with anything coming on with you with your channel? Or?
I don't not done anything, honestly. It's Christmas, and I don't know. There's like a new Wheel of Time season 3 is coming out, so I feel like the Whitecloaks need to do something about this problem. We need to make another bingo card. Just make the cringiest far out predictions and see what happens. So I don't know, but I'll leave that up to my wonderful husband because I am just going to sleep after this. So yeah, that is what is on
Thank
my
you,
radar.
Lady B. Thank you.
Also, it's like been, I don't know about you guys who live in like Midwest, like Northeast. It has been freaking cold out here,
Fucking
and
cold.
It was 19 degrees today, and I will go out and walk and enjoy my outside exercise time. But this coldness is just too much for me, and I am in hibernation mode, and I just want to sleep all the time. It's horrible. And it rained today, or snowed today. Bad. Yeah.
It is minus 17 here.
We don't care about your Celsius communism.
What is that in normal numbers?
I'll check, actually.
17 is probably like 45, I would guess. Oh, he said minus 17?
Minus 17.
Yeah. Minus 17.
Oh, fucking hell.
That
Never mind.
is
I don't
cold.
know that one.
It's cold here.
What is it? 5.
So it's like like maybe 10 degrees, 13 degrees, something like that.
That is
Extreme.
cold.
It's like 20.
Extreme cold morning.
Like
Yeah.
20 is hot, so that is very cold.
No, we mean in real numbers, Lady Me. Okay. And no,
Sorry.
20 is not hot.
20 is hot.
20 is below freezing. What are you talking
No,
about?
she's talking about Celsius, and no, it's
Yeah.
not.
Oh.
Yes, I remember the big heat wave going on in England. Oh my God, we're all dying. It's X number Celsius, and I looked it
warm.
up.
It's
78
warm.
degrees. Get the
It's
fuck out of
warm.
here.
6.8 degrees Fahrenheit in real numbers.
Yeah,
It's
that's what it
cold
seemed
enough.
like.
Yeah, it's about that cold here too.
It's minus 17 Fahrenheit. Minus 18 Fahrenheit now here. It's minus 29 Celsius.
Oh.
I thought I had it bad at 24 Fahrenheit right now. Jeez.
Yeah, the real
Canada.
feel of like where I'm at is
10.
negative 5 degrees. Gross.
It's 10 right now, but it feels like negative 13.
Oh, I didn't check wind chill.
We get
Right
wind
now,
so
right
bad.
now it's
Feels
30
like 8.
here with 23 degrees as wind chill.
Yeah, 18 degrees of wind chill. Either way, all of us are
Leon,
freezing.
what are you doing, dude?
I ain't freezing shit. This ain't cold. Stop it.
What's up with Leon?
So, well, right after this, I'm about to go watch Santa's Sleigh because Saturday night, after Saturday Night Hypnosis on Foxy Moxie's channel, we do a show called Deep Six Flix where we review films, and we're doing a Christmas double feature. So Santa's Sleigh and Violent Night, movies about murderous and or violent Santa Clauses. That's going to be a lot of fun. Tomorrow is Arcane on Gooch's channel. At least hang out with
Yay.
Niat show on Friday or on Saturday as well before Saturday Night Hypnosis. Holy shit, that's like 3 streams a day. We're doing Predators, which I can't wait. I've not seen Predators. I've been holding off on watching it just for this stream, so I'm stoked to watch Predators.
Enjoy it. It's the last good movie we're going to
It's not
see on
bad.
that show.
Yep.
That's what I hear. It's the last. Yeah, awesome. And then it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday was all up in the air.
Okay. You're always everywhere, Leon. Thanks for coming on today.
I love it. I love to do it.
Love having you on, Leon. Jay, what's up, Emperor Goodwin? What are you doing?
Oh, yeah, I'll be doing Gooch's tomorrow, doing Arcane season 2.
Why?
I think I'm paying penance for something.
Right.
I mean, the good news is I get Primal on Tuesdays. That's my one bright light. Friday on B-roll stage, be doing B-sides where Adam Gray will torture me with terrible movies. Then Saturday, Niet, where we're doing Predators, our last glimpse of light before we head into the great darkness of the Predator and Alien franchises as they descend into terribleness. And then otherwise, I have no idea where the hell I'll be.
You should actually, when this is all over with Arcane, you guys should look at what is the biggest drop off from a season 1 to season 2 ever, because there's been a ton of those.
Oh,
And
yeah,
this is an
yeah.
example of that. I have not finished season 2. I just don't want to.
Same.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, there you go. It's not just me.
No, it's
I have seen some shit when it comes from season 1 to season 2 or whatever.
Umbrella
I have
Academy is
never
bad.
seen a drop off of near biblical levels like Arcane season 1, which was a masterclass in writing,
Yeah.
to season 2, which is a masterclass in eating crayons.
Sorry, I love it when we almost say the same thing because I was going to cut you off to say those exact words. We agree a lot.
And we had a Marine on here tonight too, so eating crayons, that's their deal.
They
Yeah,
break ball bearings if you lock them in a room.
Okay.
That's true. That's a standard equipment test. You think you made it military grade? Lock it in a room with the Marine for an hour, see how it works. They would break a ball bearing somehow.
Psychos and gym shorts. So that's a threat.
Oh, I forgot. Next week on Tuesday, I'm going to be with Gooch's channel too, doing a print.
Nice.
Nice.
You do Primal?
Okay. Primal?
Yes, Primal. Yep.
Well, welcome to fun and actually good things.
I know, right?
Hey, we got to watch that. Got to do it.
Such a great show.
Alex, what's up?
I got two things working on actually. The first one is got a Wheel of Time season 3 trailer breakdown. Trying to figure out what the hell these fucking retards did when they shit on their hand and tried to finger paint this picture.
Are they Hunter Biden?
Yeah. The Hunter Biden art project that is that show. And then
that's my new band name. Let me write that down. The Hunter Biden Art Project. Yep. Okay.
Good one.
I think the U.S. Department of Justice actually has that claimed. But so yeah, that, and then got a Brandon Sanderson Wind and Truth book review that I'm gonna force myself to write if it kills me.
Hey, sounds like fun.
You really sold me. There, I finished it. Yes, aha.
I go from this shit to this shit.
Unironically, the 1,400 pages of fucking trash.
Hell, it don't take me 1,400 pages to realize it's trash.
I don't know why he kept
It'd
going.
be like 100 pages in. It'd be like, bye.
Well, what's worse is the last one was 1,300 pages of trash, and I still read the next one like a dipshit.
Dax is right, though. It is the complete inverse of the season. It is insane, and what's insane, but I'm not surprised by, is the people who still say, like, they're pretending it's still great, and you don't have to hate it, but it's not. It's nowhere near the first season.
Look, I'm convinced that there's a decent segment of the population that if you just showed them fireworks on a screen or put on an interesting screensaver, they would give it a 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, have you ever seen the one where it the logo bounces around the screen?
Yeah. League of Legends, just bounce that bitch around. Oh, they'd be into that shit. Oh my god.
All the member berries references for them.
Right? I remember
except that it shits on the actual lore. I mean, we've got Nick Plot Strikes Back on there. He knows the lore of the game, and he's like, yeah, they're fucking that up too.
And Lofty is their king. We need Lofty back.
No, we don't.
Go find Lofty, bring him back, force him.
No.
Is it wrong that I've disagreed with Lofty on every single thing he's ever said, but I still miss the guy?
No.
I mean, that last part was a problem. The first part was based.
Not happy with Victor. Blunt force
Yeah,
self-defense.
Victor,
again.
what the hell happened with Victor, my boy? Like Hex Tech, Jesus. Okay.
Name any character that survives assassination. Again, I said before, this is a character assassination. It's character genocide going on in Arcane Season 2. Nobody gets out alive.
By episode 3, they'd already kind of done it. Like,
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, people are like, oh, it gets better. I was like, how the hell are you getting better? You have dug a hole so deep that you're going to have to spend like 2 seasons just to get back to even.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're done. No more seasons, right?
Yay.
Mm-hmm. Arcane was always bad.
I'm kind of there too.
You're making
kind
them
of
right.
there.
You're making them right, people. With
know,
this.
right?
All right. Agenda. Thanks, you. Thanks, girl. Good to see you. All right. That's, I think we're good. That's almost 3 hours. You guys have hung out all night. Appreciate all of you in the chat. Thank you very much. So got some donations, some memberships. Thank you for that. You guys are awesome. And yeah, we'll be back. And we got to finish this off at some point. We'll see when we're going to come back to that. But we will come back to it. We won't leave these epics unfinished. That's not gay at all. Thanks for hanging out. And with that, we are going to play you out with something a little special. Oh, not really. It's the same thing.
Respect to the trans community. And fuck you, transphobes.
Trans people are my friends. Transphobes gon' catch these hands. Trans people are my friends. So respect them for we're going in. Trans people are my friends. Transphobes gon' catch these hands. Trans people are my friends. So respect them for we're going in. Transphobes, show your fucking out. I'll knock you out. I'll knock you out. Transcorp, shut your fucking mouth. I'll knock you out. You better watch out. Trans people are my friends. Transcorp's gonna catch these hands. Trans people are my friends. So respect them for we're going in. Trans people are my friends. Transcorp's gonna catch these hands. Trans people are my friends. So respect them for we're going in. Trans people are my friends. Everyone.